Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. And for those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A before, it is for the residents of Sarcasm City. You get to ask myself and all the panelists any sporting question you want, people. So it's any sport, past or present. It can be football, it can be basketball, it can be boxing, UFC, tennis, any sporting questions. So feel free to get your questions in, people. Please make sure as well, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Smash that like button, share this across all the socials, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. Road to 5K, people. Road to 5K. And I'm joined by some of the regular panelists here. Ryan's in the building, Yan City is in the building, and Daniel is in the building as well. We'll start with you, Ryan. What are you telling me? You good?
Yeah, good, man. I'm good, man. Just missed the football this weekend, man. That's it.
I hear that. Yan City, what are you saying?
Yeah, and if I jump out, it's because my phone died. Yeah,
cool.
My phone,
no stress. No stress. Daniel, what are you saying? You blessed?
It's good to watch some different leagues for a change, but I missed the Premier League.
Yeah, I missed the Premier League. So as you can see from the title, people, the no Premier League has been mentioned. Thomas Tuchel made a statement about his Chelsea exit, and also as well, no Premier League football, sadly. Yo, what do people do on their weekends with no football, man? It was dry. I'm saying Saturday I was looking forward to the games. Sunday I was looking forward to the games. Of course, if you're a Liverpool fan, you ain't really looking forward to Premier League football. But
I wanted the game to happen, you know.
Who were you not supposed to play?
Wolves at home.
Wolves.
Okay. All right. For whatever reason, Ryan wanted it to happen. Oh, yeah, you wanted to see your guy, James Milner. I hear that. Yeah. You want to see James
Sometimes
Milner.
You want to get back to action quickly to try and make yourself good. But instead of going through an internet whole week of like feeling that shit in it.
And James Milner playing in the pivot. I know that's what you want.
Thiago would have been starting, man.
Thiago and James Milner.
I wanted to see Thiago, man.
Makes sense. But you lot get your questions in. But we'll start with Thomas Tuchel making a statement. So we'll go to Daniel on that. Daniel, have you seen the statement? Your thoughts on this statement? Your thoughts on this sacking in general, and Graham Potter as well. So like 4 questions in one. The floor is yours, Daniel.
I've seen it. It was on Twitter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, it's one of his first tweets in ages, I think. So, I think he loved the club. So it's just he didn't get along with the board and owner, maybe.
Do you agree with the sacking?
I think it was too early, but if it's too far gone, then we had to good.
And what about Graham Potter? How do you look at his appointment? Because we haven't actually spoken this.
I think it's a good appointment to see what he can do with better players.
Oh, I hear that. And Bob Dunn, Jez is in the building. Yes, Jez, what are you saying?
I'm good, man. Feeling kind of sick today, but nah.
It's calm. I see your name. Leipzig owns us. What happened? Did Leipzig beat Dortmund or Stuttgart? What happened?
Yeah, bro. What's it called? They beat us 3-0, bro. I was fuming.
Were you fuming? Hold that, Jez.
But one thing I do say is new manager bounds for Leipzig, so everything's
Marco Rose, isn't it?
Yeah, he was appointed. Even though I kind of think the sacking for Tedesco, I felt like it was kind of like something that Tuchel both was sacked at the same day as well. So it's like, and for me, it surprised me because I don't think Leipzig were bad. I just think the players didn't really react it well. I think the board didn't back him properly. But yeah, man, Marco Reus, that bum is not the manager. So,
what do you think of Marco Reus? Because part of me thinks it's weird. Because part of me thinks he's a good coach, but then another part of me thinks he's a bit of a bum as well. Like
he in 2019 he was actually generally good, but then since he joined Gladbach last year and a couple of seasons ago, I think 2 years. He massively fell down, and I can't say if it really was the team's fault, the team's quality issue, or him. But it's not like Gladbach got any better, so it's a 50-50 with me. Like he needs to kind of rebuild his reputation again. Yeah, man. Kind of sad, but hey, big up to Stuttgart though. 2-2 against Bayern.
Look at this guy bigging up Stuttgart. You shameless, yo.
Sadio Mane.
That's my city, bro. That's my city.
Sadio Mane got into Bayern and really taking them to the next level, innit? Maybe he misses us, innit? Maybe he misses us,
innit? Yeah, taking him to the next level. Yeah, sure.
By the way, before we go for this, I think that's like 3 consecutive draws for Bayern in the league.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so like, title chapter's coming, bro.
All right, for who? Stuttgart or Leipzig?
Dortmund.
Oh no, Dortmund. Sorry, yeah, Dortmund's your team. Sorry.
Come on.
Hey, I might do the City Dortmund game. I might do a watch along for it. I'm debating what game to do on Wednesday because it's City
We need
Dortmund.
to watch.
And
We need
then
to
That's
watch
just
it.
Haaland
Haaland
Chelsea.
against Dortmund, isn't it?
I might do. But I want to see Jude Bellingham's fit, right?
Yeah, he's fit. Yeah.
How yeah.
He's not playing
I
well
rate
from
Jude
what I've
Bellingham.
seen, though.
Yeah, we'll see.
He had like an inconsistent season so far this year. It started off but last game played well in the Champions League. Well, not against Leipzig, but it's what it is.
Yeah. Big up to Safe as well. Don't forget, if you are a member of the channel, your comments, question do take priority like a super chat. So I will star your question and I will get to it if you are a member. The link for the membership is it in the pinned comment? No, it isn't in the pinned comment. Let me add it because normally it is. I forgot to actually add it. And while I do that, bump up the likes as well because there's over 20 of you lot locked in. It's only early. Let's bump up them likes, man. Likes is way too low. As Eddie would say, chat mafia, innit? As Eddie would say. So yeah, let me pin that as well. So I've just pinned it. That is the link for the membership. Many great perks, people. Like shout out to Ghost, who became a member recently of the channel as well. Samuel says, flawless. Chelsea and Liverpool need to stay in the mud and quicksand. I'm with it. I love seeing other teams in the mud and fan bases like Ryan crying, other Liverpool content creators crying, Lewis is heartbroken, the Chelsea lot, you know what I'm saying? And that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where else we are? As long as the Europa League performances are blip, United should storm the rest of the group stages. Oh, absolutely. I spoke on this on Mandem United yesterday when me and Eddie spoke after the game as well. Like when I spoke on it on the watch along, it's disappointing. That's as far as it goes. I'm not going to overreact to a match day 1 Europa League loss. No. Now, if we lose to Sheriff on Thursday, that's a bigger problem. But we should do the business. We should definitely do the business.
I think one thing
100%.
Losing the other day has done is that you'll definitely still qualify easily, probably as group winners, in it. But like, it just means that you can't exactly. You need to start playing your strongest team in a few more games. In that, maybe like if you qualify early from a group, you can afford to like put out youth plays and stuff like that in like the last 1 or 2 games. You kind of like have to play a few more stronger plays maybe in some more games than you would have wanted to. That's the only bad thing of it.
With the way some of our squad players looked, we need to.
Yeah.
With the way some of our squad players looked, we want.
Are you gonna name some names?
That's the actual. Yeah, you know me. I ain't scared to name names. You must think I'm sure.
Yeah, I know you're not scared to name. I just want to know the names.
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
all the players I don't rate. Ronaldo, Alango. Mainly those two because they was a part of it. Like Eriksen, even though he was quiet, has played well, so I'm not going to criticize him. Anthony, even though he was quiet, was new. Fred is not his game. His strength.
I think everyone knows what Fred is. Like.
Yeah, his game is not offensively strong. He's better when Manchester United don't have the ball. But from a front 5 perspective, it was Fred, Eriksen, Anthony Alango, and Ronaldo. That 5 was too quiet.
Yeah,
none of them played well.
None
of them played well, but I already knew about Alango. Ronaldo was the one that shocked me. I keep saying this. I said it on the watch along. I said it speaking afterwards when I said he genuinely looks finished.
He was so bad, bro.
He genuinely looks like at Europa League level, where I thought he could have an impact. Yeah. I said beforehand, I expect him to have a role in Manchester United going further in that competition and helping us.
The fact that I don't even think Baines is defending Ronaldo that much. That's how finished he is.
That was the show. Stats, facts, and vibes because we did it the day after the Friday. Shout out to my guy Baines. We'll be back today on his channel, either 5 or half five. Baines, he mentioned it to me. He stated it, and he was like, "Yeah, Ronaldo's done." That's when I knew that.
That's when you know he is. Yeah.
Yeah. Like in terms of, I don't even want to see you start Europa League games. But here we are. We move. Legit. I don't. I'm saying it now. And speaking of people I don't want to see, you know what I'm saying? Ahmed's in the building. Well, yes, Ahmed. What are you saying, man? You good?
I'm very happy today, man. What are you saying, man?
Okay, why are you very happy today? Talk to us, man. What's going on?
Just had a nice day today.
Talk to us about your day, man. What's been going on, man? I see you got a fresh trim, yeah?
No trim? No, this is my trim.
Oh, see,
yo, Ahmed.
I see my other half in it. That's why I see my actual.
Ahmed, change your name there, Selcho. Watch, otherwise C1 will start crying.
Listen, me and just quickly change your name. For a long time, innit? Don't worry, man.
Okay, alright, so
yo, bro, I don't want C1's my bro, man. I don't want him to start crying.
No, he's my bro too, but you know he needs to see the light.
I can't lie, man. I'm already seeing Shaw fucking Faircomt at Leverkusen. It's not looking good, bro.
Yeah, hold that C1.
It's not looking good, bro.
No, I'm not glad to. Yeah, the last 2 games, I was just doing a surface score hype in it. Yeah, but I actually watched him. I'm not gonna lie to you. He looks washed, man. I'm not
he
gonna
that
lie
bad?
to you.
Bro, was that bad?
Bro, the way C1's been
he's not
chatting to
even
me
like
about
attempting
Tuchel,
to. He's not even attempting to like dribble past people or take on. He's not taking on anyone. He's like cross merchant hype. So Tuchel might have been right just to make him a win back.
Hey
So
man,
only
they
he-
taught me Bundesliga attacks and that. Nah.
Listen,
Yeah,
man, it's
yeah.
crazy. It's looking like it might be the Bundesliga might be killing him before he kills it. So it is what it is.
That's
Listen,
much. So you're not with the was you confident though, Ahmed, that he would get his performances would be good over there? Obviously it's early doors, but are you looking for him to improve and be
the
put back
problem was
into the Chelsea side when he comes back? Yeah, go on.
the problem is ever since he came back from that Achilles injury,
Mm.
he's not really taken on anyone.
Mm.
Right? And he's not taking on anyone. So, and that's like used to be so integral to his game pre-injury.
Got you,
Like
yeah.
he could take on his man, and then he could do whatever he need to do. And like there was like a little moment last season where we started to see like a little bit of that happening when he got like a run of games. But this summer, for example, like he was facing Fuchs in preseason. 37-year-old Christian Fuchs, it was at Leicester. He wasn't willing to like dribble against him, bro. Like, come on, man, what are we doing? What are we? If you can't if your confidence is that low that you can't do that, then we can't expect that much in that, man. We can't expect that much. It's sad to say in it for Cho, but listen, man, let's sell him in January. You can make a tidy profit,
Okay.
Yo, I can't. I thought
Go
Cho
on,
was doing all right because C1's kept telling me that he's doing well, man.
Listen,
C1 is the Kai
Yeah, but
Havertz.
he's a stand, bro. That's why.
Yeah,
C1
never
is a
listened to
Kai
C1
Havertz.
yet.
But can I say something real quick?
Wait. What do you mean? Wait. You got Ahmed backs him as well. If C1 and Ahmed back a player, he's not in.
Hey man, you know what, man?
Yeah.
One thing I do gotta say for both of those players, man. Bro, let's see what type of meal can Potter provide with those two.
Listen, Potter is not gonna provide no meal for Cho. Cho is not.
But he's gonna cook up a meal for Havertz. Yeah, is this what's gonna happen?
Listen, I've already said that. Maybe Gallagher even,
Hey man, I'm here for a meal, yeah.
We're here for a meal for those two, innit? I actually think, Mount, if he can turn Mount, just as a box-to-box midfielder, because like he might even do well.
That's how I'm, bro.
Yo, Ahmed on the Mount hype now.
No, I said to you, I think I've always said Mount doesn't have vision in it, so but he has that engine in him to bring the ball to the box in it. Like he has that sort of stuff about him. If you can,
got a good engine.
Can I say something?
So you can use that in it, bro.
Go on, John.
I find it very, because obviously I was pretty much gone the whole 2 days, including today, yesterday.
I was watching NFL, bro. I was enjoying myself, man.
Me too, bro. As well, but I'm just going through the timeline, just catching up with stuff, and I'm seeing Chelsea all times 11. I'm seeing Mason Mount in it. What's going on?
Yo, listen,
what did I miss, bro?
Johnny Minerals decided to put Mount in his all-time 11 today.
Like it's Johnny. Are you shocked anymore?
Wait. And then everyone got quoted. Yeah, listen, let's not talk about Cobham again tonight. We don't talk about Cobham around here.
Yeah, why don't we talk about Cobham around here? What's wrong with Cobham?
Cobham's washed, innit? Let's not talk about Cobham. Cobham is a disease in the family. Cobham is a disease.
And spending 80 million on Kai Havertz.
Chris James. I mean,
produced
Reece. The fuck is Chris James? They produced Reece James.
Only Reece James and Christensen are the only people.
Chris James. What?
John Terry actually came from.
Don't put Christensen in the same sentence as the general.
Nah, it's
John Terry.
Reece James. Like, here the thing is with Mount. Shout out to Matisse, because how Matisse responded back to it was right. Mount gets criticism because he receives overpraise. That's what that is. Not just Johnny, in general. That's what it is. If you overpraise something, people are naturally gonna go, right? He's a good player. He's a decent. That's it, though. He's a decent player. Jack of all trades, proper academy prospect, gets up and down, technically okay, can pitch in with the odd goal, you know what I'm saying, can die for the badge, you know what I'm saying, passion and desire, all of that stuff.
He's like a Portsmouth
yes, seriously, he's good to have around the dressing room, but let's not act like he's anything special. If Chelsea are trying to seriously go places, Mason Mount's not starting for you.
Yeah, but he's not the dog, man.
He's the English Wijnaldum. He's the English Wijnaldum.
Yeah, and Wijnaldum played his role at Liverpool, but he wasn't the main star. He wasn't the
He
main
did.
guy.
He's
He
English
was
Van Elden. I said
effective.
it.
I think Henderson's the better. I think Henderson's better. Yeah, because
Henderson's the prime example. Like Mount is a spicy Henderson.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
That's what I'm saying.
With
Mount's
Henderson
better
with a
than
little bit of better
Henderson.
tech. Why
Mount's
you,
better
Jan, why
than
you laughing? You know I'm right. You know what I'm saying? You down there chuckling.
I agree with
110%
him.
right.
But nah, Mount's better than Henderson.
No,
That's my
but
point.
That's,
That's
why
why
it's
he's a spicy
spicy. That's a
Henderson.
bit more
He's a
spicy.
spicy Henderson.
Henderson's
I'm saying.
mild, isn't it?
It's spicy. That's what it is. It's slightly better. You feel me in that? That's what I mean by that. Safe says. Yeah,
That's
you
all,
can put your
Nando's hot
questions in
sauce.
as well. It's not difficult to see why Ten Hag doesn't trust his second crop of players in the Premier League. They're garbage. We knew this, Safe. Like me and you have spoke. Like on many Madden United, you've been in the comments, and we spoke about our lack of depth, even after all the additions we've made. Because I've spoke on the quality, but like we need quantity as well. It's both issues with Manchester, and our attack is light. Our midfield's light. I said this. We're only a couple of injuries away from Ronaldo and Alanga in our front three. Something's gone horrifically wrong. That's like having, I don't know, Havertz and Ziyech in your front three. Something's gone completely
why
wong
you
with
try-
that. You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
You're
And
not on
that,
our
like,
level. Stop talking about us, you know.
Not
You're
on your
our
level.
No, he's right though. He's right though. No, he's right though.
level.
attack-wise, our
Yes.
attack is much better than yours.
Listen, you're not
Brighton's
on our
attack is
level,
better than theirs.
Our attack is miles better than yours.
Listen, you got
100%,
ER7.
like,
You have ER7. in
He
your
don't
attack.
start for us
What
though.
do you think?
He doesn't
He
start.
don't.
What are
He
you
don't
talking
start
I
about?
for
don't care.
us.
Listen, Rashford.
Bro,
Even if you say Rashford and Aubameyang, allow it, bro. Allow it, bro. Allow
I'll be
it.
real with you,
Havertz
bro.
not having it.
I'll be real with you, but I'd rather take Leeds are taking
Havertz hilarious,
Chelsea's
you
right
know.
now. It's peak.
That's why Ahmed's my guy is right there, people. That's hilarious. But I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with that.
Bro, see, he's gone from us.
You can learn a new. Yeah, he's learning from us. Ryan, you can learn a thing or two, man. You know what I'm saying? That pay attention, fam. You feel me?
Yo, what was
Nah,
going on
but
with Brian today?
nah,
I saw
I've
that.
been-
I saw you were talking about Salah and Trent. And like,
Because
Salah
this
yeah,
guy's
got-
agenda.
I've seen it too. I've seen it too.
Ridiculous. His guy's agendas is ridiculous.
I've
That's
seen,
why.
I've
To
seen it
criticize a
today.
player
So.
who's been that consistent, who's been consistent
Yo,
at your
the
club for
Trent
half
one
a
was like
decade.
a
Is
madman,
wild.
I can't lie. Salah
See
especially
now.
was mad. Trent I can understand, but not Salah.
It's
But
wild.
I can't lie though. But I can't see the thing is I can't really blame Salah too much here when he's creating the most chances and the manager wants him to play on the touchline. Like I can't really blame him then.
Facts. Nah, exactly that. You spitting? Andrew says, nice to see originals, Jan Flawless back as a duo. Yeah, man, we back in the building and that. And when Jan gets her fucking act together, she'll be back here often. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she's here. How you doing,
I
Jan?
can't
You
wait till Jan's back on there.
Yeah.
good? Okay. See, look, she don't even have the energy. She don't even have the energy and the decency to respond, people. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you laugh, Egypt.
I
But
was
yeah,
sending
Jan,
a text.
you can catch Jan. You can't do two things at once. You can't send a text and talk.
I'm driving as well. That's free
Well,
thing.
really put it. Don't put that out.
Yeah,
Allegedly, she's driving.
What's when you're driving, yeah?
You know what I'm saying? And allegedly, fuck. You know what I'm saying? I bet ain't even made it point either. The message, Egypt. Malcolm says, big up the man. Them. Shout out Malcolm as well. Big up to Malcolm. Where else? But yeah, where was I at? Yeah, in regards to our second player safe. Yeah, this is why I said about. This is why I didn't get ahead of myself in regards to the 4-game winning streak we're on, because I understand the backup players ain't the best. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple like Casemiro will be fine. But other than that, like I don't trust these guys
Lambert, fam.
at all.
Lambert.
I don't like. I really don't like when I look at our fullbacks and Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. No, Lindelof, Maguire. No. Fred okay as a squad player, cool. Donny okay, cool, but he was injured. Donny and Martial were missed, so I had them two in the mix. But other than that, Alanga and CR7 and I'm saying I felt like I was watching a Chelsea game. It was mad.
Oh my
was
goodness,
nuts.
Chelsea game. Chelsea game, bro. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad out here, bro. That's what I'm gonna say. I can't believe
I'm seeing better attacking patterns in the Bundesliga too than with Chelsea. What's going on here?
Listen, Conte. Listen.
I want Champions League for Tottenham,
Borussia
Jess.
Dortmund, man. What are you talking, man?
No. I'm just all I'm saying. Am I lying though?
Listen,
I'm not seeing. I'm
no,
not seeing.
what
See,
was-
that's
what-
fine. That's fine. I can't like.
That's
I
actually
can't like.
the
That's what I'm
Champions
saying.
League, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
I heard
nah,
you
but
was
this
supporting
is
Stuttgart today, but it's
nah,
what happened?
nah. But this thing is, though, be real, bro. The type of meal that Potter could be cooking up for, bro, at Chelsea with the attack. I see. The thing is here, people might be laughing at me now, but But don't be surprised when this guy is gonna try to go in January. Instead of buying those elite players, he's gonna go to Brighton and he's gonna ask for Sanchez and Leonardo Trossard, bro. Don't be surprised.
Trossard's really good to look at his contract, by the way, guys.
I like
Because these-
Trossard, man.
I
I
do
actually
available
like
in
Trossard.
this
Trossard at the bridge. I like that.
So don't be surprised when he's gonna go for those
Ocampos
two,
might be
and he's
coming as
gonna
well.
transform that team, bro. Because I can't lie, if he gets Sanchez in that team in goalkeeper, because I do think he wants a goalkeeper that's 30 in terms of distribution. And Trossard, he's a good player. He's versatile. And he's a good player. Like I always said, like I wouldn't mind him at Tottenham because I think creative-wise,
I like
good
Trossard.
creative player brings a lot more in the final third than Havertz and Mount brings, in my opinion, at this moment in
He's
time.
more than Mount.
And
Yeah, I agree with that one.
On Havertz? What about Havertz? you trying to?
Like, really,
You only
Wow.
said Mount. You only said Mount. What about
I don't
Havertz?
know, because Mount's the primary player right now, not Havertz right now. So
This guy's really a Havertz
That's
stand
still
before
scored
you.
more than Havertz.
Just hold that thought. Shout out to my guy
Alright.
Hassam in the cut. Says shout out Drama Queen Flawless. Hey Hassam,
Oh,
good to see you here, man. Message me
Alright.
so I know it's you, and I'm gonna mud you, my guy. Shout out to Hassam. For those that don't know Hassam, you should know him because he does very good spaces on Twitter. Has thousands of people in there. Liverpool fan, very knowledgeable, and you can catch him on Battle of the North as well. So it's me, him, Daps, Matisse runs that show. Shout out to Matisse. Shout out to Daps as well. So yeah, man, make sure you go subscribe to This Is Football. Make sure you do that. Big time in it. That's how you know we're in the big time, when you get celebrities in the chat, people like Hassam in it. So big up to Hassam, man. Every single time. The show will be out tomorrow because we're recording it tomorrow. So yeah, he's a Liverpool fan. So send your condolences, people. You feel me in that? Because he's not Klopp out, but he's going there. Jan, why you keep laughing, yo? Why are you laughing?
Why every
just
time
making
I
it worse.
laugh, I'm like, hey,
Because you just making it worse. That's why, innit? You know what I'm saying? And that. I'm just here being serious, and you laughing like I'm telling jokes. You feel
since
me?
when
innit?
have you ever been serious?
What do you mean? I mediate all the time. What are you talking about?
Not
I'm
serious, man.
appalled that you would even say that to me. I'm flabbergasted. Absolutely. It's crazy. But yeah, man,
That's
big up-
hype.
Sure, yes, man. Sure. Just imagine a world in where McTominay is being missed on the pitch. We're living in it now. Hey, give that man his flowers. He's playing well. Give that man his flowers. I've said this, man. He's playing well. And I'm very critical of him. Extremely critical of him. But when he plays, he's playing well. Give him his plaudits. And he is missed when he hasn't been playing. Shout out to Scott McTominay, man. I'm on the passion merchant thing, and he's drew me in. The rest of them have. I'm fully locked in. What are you saying there, Ahmed?
Can never my compliment to her McTominay hype, innit? No
Well,
problem.
yo, talking to the mic, fam. You too far back. What did you
I
say?
was just saying, yeah, it can never be my club to be doing that, innit?
Yeah, serious or no, you just stand Havertz in it, who's got
Yo,
11
come
goals
on,
in 72
relax.
games. You know what I'm saying? And that, like,
Listen,
okay.
listen, man.
That's not more,
He's
is
one of
it?
us UCL
Yeah,
finals,
forward.
innit? He's one of us UCL final, innit? But hold that still.
Yeah.
How many? Yeah,
What's McTominay on you, fam? Nothing.
It's McTominay. Nah, this is new McTominay, though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's a new
So
McTominay.
this is what
New
this is what
McTominay,
we- this
man.
is this is what we're
Listen,
doing now.
guys, I'm
Like,
just joking about the habits,
like,
so let's take it easy.
so you
You
How
never
we
look
need to
like
prop
that,
in
man.
2022. You
I can't do habits
embarrassing.
anymore, man.
You-
It's hurting me
It is.
too
I don't
much,
even
man.
prop men that much anymore.
get it to, bro. Get
I
it
have to stop
together.
it, man.
Yeah, get it together, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Ahmed. You out here looking like Chelsea's attack, man. Get it together, fam.
Man, listen, I'm gonna attack them guys to two finals, innit, bro? Can't consider by United's attack.
Yeah,
So
man.
hold
New
that still.
McTominay hype C100%. Neville says, wow, Mr. and Mrs. Sarcasm City back again. Nice. Right, they've missed you, you know, Yen.
Huh?
I said
What?
the people, she ain't even paying attention. Look at this to the compliment.
Why would- yeah,
Neville
it's
said,
not-
wow,
I actually
Mr. and
missed
Mrs.
you
Sarcasm
guys.
City back again.
Oh,
They've
oh.
missed you. I haven't, but they've missed you. You know what I'm saying?
Of course you
I
miss
have.
me.
We're not even having this out on here. You know what I'm saying? We'll have the
Exactly,
domestic
that's what I
That's
thought.
number one
Yo,
fan I had.
sure, man. You know what I'm
Almost
saying?
that.
Flores, why are you so mean, man?
Shut up, Jez, man.
Yeah,
What
leave
you
Lanny
saying?
out.
This is Sarcasm City. Yeah, battery died in that. Yo, shout out to Matisse. When I say that, yo, you know what I'm saying? Greatness in the chat as well, man. Matisse here, Battle of the North crew, all out here. Yeah, we're just missing Daps. But Matisse, Hassam, if you man want the link, feel free in it. Shout out to Matisse. Go subscribe to his channel.
Is Jan
One of the
gone?
best Chelsea content creators out here, in it. You know what I'm saying? And that. Don't worry about the meaty Chelsea lot like your Ahmeds and that. Like, this is serious
Listen.
stuff. innit?
Listen.
So
I
bad,
am
man.
the elite.
I'm
beyond
joking,
elite.
people. Ahmed's cold in it. I just run
Yeah.
bands in it, but Ahmed's that's why he's here in it. But yeah, make sure you go subscribe to Matisse's channel as
Big
well,
up
man.
Matisse, big up Matisse.
Yeah, please get your questions in as well. Is this the end for Ronaldo? What a sad way to go out at a high level for one of the greats. Save you may be right. It is kind of sad. It legit is.
Mm.
It legit is kind of
This
sad.
reminds me, like Eddie said, bro. This reminds me like Kobe, bro.
No, you know what this reminds me of, yeah? Like, I think anyone will know. You know Ivanovic, yeah, 15-16.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, it's that season.
Nah. I can't even say
season.
Ivanovic, bro, because like, let's be honest, but Ivanovic never was like Cristiano in terms of history.
No, but like in his position, he was like one of the best, bro. And like he's down for.
But he wasn't as big as like what's his called.
I know what you mean, like in terms of bigness. Yeah. I'm just saying that the drop off though is almost the same. I would argue.
I mean, yeah, I agree in terms of that. Yeah,
because I think drop off is the same. Because like the way like he dropped off here was mad. It was mad.
Yes, yeah, and it happens, man. Father Time's undefeated. I say this all the time. Father Time is undefeated, and it caught with Ronaldo. I'm saying, and really caught with him.
Gonna catch up to you, man. All that plastic surgery, what can't save you in it?
Who had plastic surgery?
I swear, Ronaldo's got plastic surgery, right, in his face.
Has it? Has it?
I would assume so, right? You know,
I have no idea, man. I don't know how that would affect his football either. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Wikipedia hype.
I don't know what. You know what I'm saying?
You know, like
look at this guy's name, man. This guy changed his name to Real Sociedad, you know. I'd spell it wrong, you dickhead. You know what I'm saying? That whole time.
I'm actually dyslexic, innit? Allow it to.
Yeah.
I'm actually dyslexic.
Yeah, fair enough. You should get James Redmond on Sarcasm City. You know what? I will at some point, but yo, like everybody in this space, everyone's just busy. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you haven't seen certain people who I've worked with on YouTube and been on their channels over here, because people are just crazy busy. But shout out to James Redmond, because I've been over on his channel before, man. So big up to him every single time. Ray said World Cup can save who? Save who? Havertz. He gonna die? Ray, who you talking about? The World Cup can save who? No, if Portugal line up, they're not serious. Because they actually have a good team.
I think they'll still play him, though. I still think they'll play him.
They're playing false nine,
Their manager is trash. Portugal's manager is trash, though.
That is, if they play him, they are not a serious international football institution.
I think he'll captain them.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, yeah, if you're a real serious like Portugal manager and you want to win the World Cup, you're not playing Ronaldo, man. You're playing João Felix. You're playing João Felix, bro. If you're trying
João Felix false nine thing, yeah.
You have to, man.
Even a Jota down the middle is better than Ronaldo.
The thing is, you have options though. You have João Felix, you have a Bernardo Silva, you have Jota. Who's the other player? There's another star boy they've got. You went for big money. Is it called Silva? Who's another striker? They had a star boy you went for big money. What's his name? I swear it's a striker or an attacker. Attacking midfielder.
Silva.
Yeah. What's his name? Come on, man.
You mean what? You mean Matthias Nunes? But he doesn't play that. He's
not Nunes.
No.
I swear they don't they have an attacking midfielder who went for big money or was linked with big money.
Let me check. It might be Vitinha then maybe.
I can't remember. He played in the Euros. He did come on in the Euros, I think. I think so. I could be mistaken there, innit? I swear they had a star boy.
That plays for RB Leipzig, then I don't know who it is.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said Silva. Is he called Silva?
Yeah, I think he is. I'm pretty sure it's called.
No, Andre Silva. No, Andre Silva's something else.
But he's not Starboy. Like he's like 26, 27.
Oh, see, I thought they had I stand corrected then, innit? I can't remember who I'm thinking.
Like they've got like a stacked midfield, like a stacked right back, left back section. To be honest,
100%.
Even the centre backs, yeah, barring like Ruben Diaz, like they're probably gonna have to use Pepe in it. So
Ruben Diaz, yeah, I was right. It's Andre Silva, yeah.
Andre Silva, I stand. I didn't even know. I just checked it. No, I had
Andre
no
Silva's
idea.
a good player, to be fair.
I had no idea Rafael Leao was Portuguese.
He's so good, man. He's
Rafael Leao, Bob. Yeah,
they got Portugal have a fire team.
Yeah, but they got a trash manager.
They got a trash manager and like who's and they've got like the FA is basically like on the knees of Ronaldo, bro.
And their midfield stacked in terms of you got the
options.
Portuguese lot.
João Moutinho.
Yeah.
Even got Podence and Neto can play on the wing.
Yeah.
A guy Otavio who plays for I think the team that he used to play for Luis Diaz, Porto, who's not too bad. He even got Rafa. Rafa's another one, he can play down the middle.
Yo, Ahmed, why were you acting like Ruben Diaz centre back, man, when he was Portugal's worst centre back at the Euros, man?
Listen, well, they're probably gonna have to play him there anyway because they're not gonna.
Nah, I mean, obviously he'll play. He'll be. Yeah. I don't know who's gonna play alongside him because I don't think Pepe.
There might be
still Pepe.
Like, it might be like Pepe's last, season sort of.
Yeah. But Ruben Diaz is trash for Portugal still.
Yeah, no, he was getting cooked. I can't lie.
I'm looking at their team like. I didn't realize how stacked Portugal are.
To be fair, João Cancelo for Portugal gets found out defensively, though. He doesn't, because obviously
Yo,
it's the
you could
City
have-
system, innit? Like,
Yeah.
he's not
Yeah, you could
protected
have
by the City.
João Cancelo left back, Dalot right back. Like,
Yeah.
you
You
got
got
a team.
Rafael Guerrero, to be honest, you could probably change.
Guerrero.
change
They
it
still
up.
got Rui Patricio in there.
Rafael Leao as well.
He was
No,
on the
they can
bench
yeah.
one of
play
the games.
Jose Sarr, to be honest.
Yeah,
The
Jose
others-
Sarr, man.
Sarr's
Like,
clean, man. Sarr's clear of him right now.
yeah, he's a proper good goalkeeper,
Yeah.
man. I really
So you're
like
talking
him.
about evil? Wait, Sarr, is that the Wolves goalkeeper?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wolves
the
goalkeeper.
Yeah, the one who
Wolves,
looks like he-
Wolves just buy
He
Portugal
looks
players,
like,
man.
as Peter calls him, he looks like evil David De Gea. He does, man.
Yeah.
He
Listen,
looks like-
if they don't even they can literally play Neto like on the sidebar if they want to.
Pedro
No,
Neto
I'm looking
is-
like, how are these lot? No, I know the manager's bad, but surely they must be like top 3. You lot obviously watch
Nah.
more international football.
Nah, I'd
I'm saying
say-
favorites for the.
No,
for
they're
the World
not.
Cup.
I'd say they're not even one of the favorites. I'd say Brazil are up there. I'd say Brazil are up there.
Yeah.
France have got to be up there. Holland are looking good. Actually. Van
See,
Gaal's
that,
got
I
them.
think France. I don't think.
I think
I can't
France,
say
yeah.
France have more options than Portugal.
France is worrying, isn't it? I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, in the
Yeah,
sense that
I don't think
the-
France
like, much
win
like
it.
Portugal, they've got like they're really stacked in it, like with like
They're
good players in it.
stacked.
Yeah.
Like, but
Portugal are
France, they're
9th
both
in the
stacked.
world rankings.
Yeah.
Like apart
But you
from
look-
centre back, like you look at their fullback options, they're like adequate enough with your Cancelo,
No,
you got
the-
Dalot, you got Guerrero. Midfield, you got the whole Wolves contingent. Never
Yeah.
mind adding into that, you have Bernardo.
Paulinho
Bernardo.
from Fulham. You got Paulinho from Fulham. I think you've
Yeah.
even got Renato Sanchez from PSG.
Renato Sanchez,
And
man.
then up
Oh
top,
my word.
you can play Jota, Rafael Leao. You could like
Podence, Neto,
Podence,
Andre
Neto,
Silva,
like-
I don't really
Jota.
rate Podence that much, to be fair.
But you
I
have
like Podence.
the
I
ball.
can't
The
lie,
thing is you
Podence
have-
is decent. Even
my point is
Otavio
though,
decent.
you have options. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking forward to
say
who's in it.
Portugal-
Let me see their group.
I say it's gonna be hard to beat Brazil, though. Brazil look. It's the
They'll have a good
Brazilian
team.
players, man. All the Brazilian
have a good
players
team.
seem on
Number
form,
one.
most of them. Like,
Listen, but sometimes, yeah, when you're really up for it, you can that's what you're most.
Yeah, I know.
Problem with Brazil is their fullback areas. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
And like the problem is, yeah, even they who have they got in defense? Thiago Silva and then probably
yeah,
Militao.
Marquinhos.
Marquinhos, yeah.
Do you think Marquinhos?
See, that's a quality centre.
I
That is
really,
quality
what I'm
still.
saying though, yeah, I really would prefer them to like a 3-4-3, man, where you can play, at least play one of your wingers, yeah, one of the
They got
wingers
As a wing back.
They got no wing backs,
You have
man.
to do that, bro, because
Nah,
Danilo
Yeah,
is
but
not
they're
good enough.
stacked in wingers, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying to you,
Why
you have
they
to do the
stack-
wingers,
no,
man.
you play Vinicius.
Stacked in midfield, to be
You
fair.
play Vinicius, Rafinha, Neymar, Jesus. That's your front
But
four.
the thing is, Rafinha can play like right wing back, innit? So you can probably get him as a right wing back, and then you get
That
another.
is blasphemous, yo.
What he can
that's
play right wing back. He's
Yeah,
played
but
right
playing
wing
a
back.
player of caliber of Rafinha at wing back.
Bro,
is
but
wild.
listen, yeah, like the left back and the right back they have are not good enough for the squad. So
Who's the
yeah,
third
just
centre back then? Who would be the third centre back?
Militao, we can play Militao.
Yeah, Eder Militao's a third centre back's a very good option, to be fair.
Yeah, like Militao, Marquinhos, and Thiago Silva in the centre. Perfect.
Who's the other wing back then? If you got Rafinha left, who's the right wing back?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know yet because I need to relook at the squad to see.
See, I'm looking
who
at
can
this
play.
like there
I've
isn't
seen
one
Vinicius
like
play left wing back before. I'm pretty sure, but
Dude,
I don't.
Vinicius. You've
But
been
I'm saying they
spending
can't
too much
use the
time
guy.
watching TUCHEL, man. Jesus, man. That is
No, but I
crazy.
understand what he's
I
saying.
said Vinicius
because-
at fullback,
I
at wing
understand
back.
what he's saying, but
Wait.
Brazil
No.
could just go-
We tried to root Brazil,
We
man.
go pull over the car. One sec. We gonna pull over the car. Everybody get out. What he's got? Man said Vinicius.
No,
at
but I'm
wing
saying
back.
to you, from what I remember, Vinicius has once played there. I don't know about
Yeah,
any
that's
other
wild.
wingers.
That
Yeah.
manager needs to be
Brazil.
sacked immediately. And that
Yeah, in
Proper
Madrid, I
Vinicius
think
Jr.
it's actually under Madrid that he played wing
was
back
it under
before.
Ancelotti? Don Carlo never did.
Yeah, because last season against the first season when we faced them, I think he played
Yeah.
wing back against
He
us.
did not
when
play
won
at
the
wing back.
UCL. Yeah, when he played against us in
They
the
played.
UCL.
They played 4-3-3. Real
No,
Madrid.
in the UCL. In the UCL, like
Yeah,
the first,
the UEFA Champions League.
when
Yes.
you won it, the year that you won it.
That wasn't. Was that against Don Carlo?
That was Zidane, wasn't it?
Zidane, I believe. Yeah, maybe Zidane.
Yeah,
I
that was
think,
Zidane.
It
And
was
it wasn't no
Zidane in
back three.
charge. Yeah.
That's Zidane.
No, he played like a. I don't know why I remember
No, you
that.
might have
Yeah,
pushed
in the
him back.
semi-first leg because he played a back three. I remember.
Yeah.
There was no way. Let me
Yeah.
Google that. There's no way that
I'm
was.
so
you know what I'm
sure on
saying?
that one.
Which leg? Which leg? The first or the
First leg,
second?
he played a back three.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no way Vinicius Jr. was at
Yeah, I don't
No.
know if he was wing back. I'm not sure if he
No.
was wing back.
just
Chelsea,
no.
yes,
I'm trying to find it.
If he was,
What year was it?
It was
2021.
2021.
Was that one when Benzema scored the scissor
It's
kick?
the 1-1, yeah, it's the 1-1. Yeah.
Do the 1-1 game, yeah? All right,
Yeah.
2-2s. I'm having a look right now.
Still
at
got
lineups.
Alexandro. Mind you,
Oh,
Alexandro.
yeah, no, he
Yeah,
played,
see, it was Marcelo and Carvajal, man.
My bad.
Yeah,
No,
this
it-
guy,
yeah.
man.
I thought you played wing back in that one because of Marcelo.
Yeah,
Bring
you-
Marcelo
you-
back from retirement.
I'm
man.
saying,
No,
whatever
that's
you
good.
drinking, send that my way, fam. know what I'm saying? Man said,
vodka and rum, guys. Relax.
but this is
See that?
you lot continue to get your questions in. There's over 50 of you lot in there, which is sick. Let's get them likes
do
up,
think-
people. Let's get them likes up. And yo, the
What
stream's
about-
just about to get better when we're talking about quality. Man like Lewis is in the building. Yes, fam. What you saying?
Up with Charles.
What I'm saying and that. There
What
we go.
about
Lewis
Rodrigo?
is in
Can
the building.
Rodrigo play there?
R.I.P. Tommy T.
We'll get into that. Your thoughts on the
I
Tommy
do
T
think.
thing. Who play there? Did you say Ahmed?
Rodrigo, you want him?
You might not complicating simple things. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I agree with C1, man. It's a simple 4-2-3-1.
But Danilo, but he would get cooked, man. Danilo would be getting cooked.
Yo,
I'm saying
Rafinha
that.
at wing back is crazy.
It's not crazy.
It is,
He's
man.
done
Yes,
that
it is
before.
crazy.
He's done it under Leeds. He's done
I
it
don't
under
want
Leeds.
I don't want one of the most attacking best wingers.
But when
ISO
you
ball
can-
skills.
Why not have
as a wing
why
back.
not have him attacking plus another winger on the other side next to
I
him?
don't want him
That's
defending in it. I don't want to see him doing up right back stuff, man. You are enemy of progress, man. You are like Justice with Cucurella in the pivot. That's what y'all run. Yeah, that's what y'all
sorry.
run.
Say that again.
Yeah, that's what Justice said on Lewis'
Uncle
stream. Shout out
Justice.
Justice. Yeah. Shout out Justice.
That's a wild, man.
Nah,
That's
the only
wild.
uncle I,
That's
you
said-
know what I'm saying? The only person I call uncle is murder. But like I said,
American jesters.
yeah. He said
Yeah.
Cucurella in the pivot.
Yo.
Fuck off. No,
I
he
mean, deadly
didn't.
serious. He
I
said
can't
Cucurella
believe
in the pivot. On my life, I swear
Oh,
down right. I couldn't
nah.
believe what I was hearing.
He didn't. Oh my
not a bad
word.
idea.
I like.
It's an
Jesters as well,
absolutely
but he didn't
horrific. It's
say
a
that,
worse
did he?
idea than Rafinha playing wing back for Brazil.
Nah.
Yo, this is why fans need
I
to
think
be as far
Rafinha
away
wing
from
back
clubs as
worse.
possible.
I'd rather play Milner in a pivot than Cucurella.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
At least Milner's actually a mid. Oh my
Cucurella
word.
doesn't
Actually.
man,
Outrageous.
How you Cucurella in a pivot?
Outrageous. Big up Black Diamond in the cut as well. You know what I'm saying? Like they've
Big
got
up.
Danilo can do a job there.
That's like
What were the reasons for him saying Cucurella could play in a pivot?
Because I think I'll let Lewis answer because Lewis is on the
Yeah,
stream.
Lewis. What were the reasons?
we didn't have enough midfielders.
I think he was just saying that just because they were
For
talking
what?
about their midfield issues. So he was
Yeah,
saying,
but
and I think
does
he said Cucurella's better than Jorginho in the pivot. I was like,
That's
alright.
mad.
Oh yeah, but Justice
That
just
is
hates
mad.
Jorginho.
Yeah. It's wild, yo.
That's
It's
mad.
wild.
Yeah,
See, I'm looking at Brazil here. So yeah, I even know who that left back is. I'm seeing one of their games. Who is this guy? Plays
Who?
for Atletico Mineiro. Arano is some left
Oh,
back.
they got Renan Lodi. Brazil have Renan Lodi, don't they?
Is Lodi Brazilian?
On the other side, it would be Danilo, and then it would be Renan Lodi.
Yeah, Lodi's calm.
Renan Lodi left back is good.
Yeah, so you can play Lodi, Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, Danilo, Casemiro,
He's playing Nottingham
Fred,
Forest right now. You know?
Neymar,
He's still quality
Rafinha,
though. How far is going
Neymar,
on?
no, Vinicius Junior, Neymar, Jesus. That's still starting.
Nah,
Another.
Yeah, that's a great.
The striker ability with Richarlison, the manager
Yeah, probably
person.
Richarlison, yeah.
That is crazy.
Richarlison's
quite
Richarlison
close
over
to Brazil,
Jesus
though.
is crazy.
Nah,
Yeah,
this
he's
is the thing because even Jesus
Go
didn't
on.
get called up for the national team for the.
You know,
Two
like
games
the
coming
you know when Roberto Firmino was like in his actual prime, like he never used to call him up, you know. So
Nah, he used to call him up still. He
No,
won Copa America
but
with
he would
him.
be literally back up. Like the main striker would be, if I remember correctly, was it not who was their main striker at that time? I can't remember actually. I was pretty sure like
I remember in the Copa.
with Jesus
Copa,
actually, they used to be the main striker before
in
Richarlison.
Copa America, he rotated the two, I think.
Yeah, fair, but I didn't realize how stacked Brazil and
Brazil
especially
is stacked.
Portugal are. I'm looking forward to the World Cup.
I say
had no
Holland
idea.
are up there with a good chance.
Alright, let me
Van
have a look at
Gaal's got them
Holland's
drilled
team.
really well.
I'll have a look at the
Van
Holland
Gaal's
team.
got them drilled well. To be fair.
Holland's team doesn't have the star names, but it's a good team though.
It's a
It's
good,
and
like,
Van
yeah.
Gaal's very good coach as well. Van Gaal's
goodness.
got good World Cup experience as well. He got Holland to third once, I think.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
probably
If you have a good
probably a better
manager
Dutch
and
team
good
than that
players, you're
team,
alright,
I'd
man.
say.
If
Let
you
me have a
good
look at this.
manager and good
So
teams, you're alright.
You got De Ligt, Kupaminas, De Jong,
Holland
Malacio,
Delict's in it.
Gakpo. Okay.
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk's there, Depay. Hey, I
Is
can see
Ronaldo's not gonna make the World Cup in it because of his injury, right? I'm assuming.
who's not going to make it.
Gravenberg.
Wijnaldum.
Yeah.
Wijnaldum.
I'm not sure. I'm not
You
sure.
know, Wijnaldum got like an actual I think he got like a tear in his knee, which is gonna make him
Ah.
out for 4 months. So he's not gonna make the
That's-
World Cup. I'm pretty sure.
He got injured, I think, Van Gaalden. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
Like, will Pogba play? I don't think Pogba will
Nah,
play.
Pogba's
Pogba's
injured.
not playing. He's out for a long time
And
now. Apparently.
that's why it is, man. As much as I want to see, you know what I'm saying, my
Kante's
guys,
not gonna play as
I want to
well.
see Karim and Kylian lift up the World Cup. I don't think it's going to happen in that. Don't you mean? That's the link up, fam. Name a bad front two.
Benz needs a World Cup. Benz deserves a World
Karim
Cup.
and
Karim
Kylian.
deserves
You know what
it.
I'm saying.
Ben
Mbappe
should have
has
been
got
part
one.
of. Ben should have been part of the World Cup team last time.
I'm saying in
We'll
that.
get into
Karim and Kylian,
But it
man. They're my
wasn't, but
guys.
yeah.
Mm.
they're my guys in that. Like, I'd love to see, but with no Pogba, it's kind of, it's kind
And
of.
What about Belgium?
Kante's
You
not
think
playing,
Belgium
man.
have a chance?
Kante's not playing, bro. I'm telling you that right now. He's gonna get injured like the first game.
Hey, so
So who's
right
in?
wing, let's go.
Well, wait,
Fucking
who's in that
Belgium, let's
midfield?
go.
Have they not got
Camavinga,
Tchouaméni?
Tchouaméni, yeah,
You can
Tchouaméni.
even play like
That's a good
when
I,
he's
pivot.
I,
there.
I,
Yeah,
I
he's
can't lie.
very good.
No,
You
no
can
Deschamps, I
play
think.
Go
No
on, Jez.
Deschamps, I think he's gonna play Rabiot and like Camavinga or Rabiot.
Oh my god, that guy's
Come to
nasty. He's
I
nasty.
hate
Rabiot
If
is
he plays
shit,
Rabiot, yeah, I
honestly.
swear to God, yeah, he's a nasty man.
but it's the thing though. Like, don't be
He's a
surprised though,
nasty guy,
because
man.
like the thing is, yeah, Deschamps loves playing those type of guys. It's so
Yeah.
Sissoko, Pavard, and who else?
Pavard's definitely playing, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pavard's definitely
Thing is,
playing.
I don't even I like Deschamps in it, but I can't even like slander him that much because he's got a World Cup in it. Like
You can stand there for what he did in the Euros. In the Euros, bro.
Euros, he was trash in it, but like
Oh man,
he's
it's
won a
annoying,
World
man.
Cup in it, so you can't even like slander
Who's won a
him.
World Cup? Who?
Deschamps, manager.
Yeah, man, he did the
Yeah,
business.
Deschamps, yeah.
I'm saying, like, put some respect. But like that team, but
Would you guys play Dembele over Koeman? Because I would definitely play Dembele.
Yeah, I would. I'd
Yeah.
play Dembele over.
so here's the thing. All right, so that's a great point there,
Okay.
Ahmed. How are they lining up? Because Benzema plays.
Mbappe would be Mbappe like Benzema, and then
Yeah.
whoever's left there. So I would assume you'd probably
Dembele.
play Dembele
And then
in that
Griezmann
side.
in the 10, innit?
No, Griezmann.
Nah, I wouldn't play Griezmann. I'm saying he'll probably play Griezmann.
Because
I
I
think
would-
Griezmann's overrated.
Because if I'm in here, I would
I
much
think
rather
that-
end up
what?
4-3. I would much what?
You think
Griezmann.
Griezmann's overrated?
Yes.
Hella
He's not
overrated.
good enough, man. He's not
He's
overrated.
very
He's
overrated.
lost his touch, man.
I think Griezmann.
Griezmann is
lost it.
supremely overrated. Supremely overrated.
No,
This guy gets all this hype. What has he done?
No, man.
Griezmann's a baller,
When he
man.
was at
No.
Atletico,
Don't
yeah.
tell me he's a baller because he looks good on the eye and all that stuff. When's the last time he had a great season?
Alright, so what he's saying is that yeah.
Bro, it's been
Griezmann
since
is like the
Atletico
old
since he had a good
João
season.
Felix. That's
Since
what I'm saying.
Okay. Tell
I
me.
admit he's not been great last few years.
My
He's been
point.
terrible.
This is
He's
what
been
I'm talking
terrible.
about when I
When
say
he got
Jez
the
watches
500
more European football than me.
When
But
he
that's
got
my
the
point.
600k contract, when he got that 600k contract, yeah.
When he
He
moved
fell
to
off a
Barca,
cliff.
his career got done.
He fell off a cliff, man. So
Yeah, so how's he a baller then? I don't get
he's
it.
not a baller, and like
No, but I mean Ryan.
I
How's
used
he
to
a baller
love
then?
Griezmann.
Yeah,
I
because
used
he
to
looks good
yeah,
on the
yeah,
eye,
yeah.
man. He's left-footed, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Yeah.
Ahmed likes a certain number 29.
Nah,
I
I'm
hate it.
telling you, man.
It's the same
This
shit.
is
That's
fine,
why-
yeah.
that's
Left
why
foot.
I kept saying
If you're left-footed, it can trick you, man.
Nah, I
It's a
know what
Jedi
you mean,
mind
but you
trick.
see
100%,
Griezmann.
bro.
So
You
it's
see
Jedi
Griezmann
mind trick,
before he
man.
moved to Barca, yeah?
Yeah, how
Yeah,
long was
yeah.
that? That was like
Yeah, what year was that?
2016.
people. So you're
That was
basically saying that
2018, I
Griezmann
think.
was
Was it
the old
2019? I
João
think it was
Felix.
No.
2019.
He left. I think he joined.
2019, I think.
It was
No,
after
he
the World
joined them.
Cup. After the World Cup, he joined them. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so
Nah, I'm
there
sure
was-
he waited a season, I think, and then he moved.
No. He made the move in.
Yeah, he made the move like after
Moved
the
to Barca,
season. I'm
didn't
pretty sure.
No, I'm
But
sure
anyway,
it was
bro.
a year after that. I'm sure he
anyways,
moved in
You can
2019.
double check this. One second. Let me double check.
I'm sure
No,
it was
but even
2019.
then, it's been at least 4 to 5 years since he's been. Listen, I know
Diamond
even 4
in
to
the
5.
cut as
Man.
well.
I know, man. I used to love Griezmann, man.
Yeah, so
He used to
so-
be like
so-
that.
so
What
how's-
João Felix
this-
used to
But
be.
this is my question. But how is he a baller then? Like,
Oh,
I'd criticize the
31.
guy.
Nah, I admit.
You know, Griezmann is
Nah,
31.
thing
Is
is-
he that old? I'm surprised.
He's
he's
old,
that
Yeah,
old.
he is,
but
he is
the
still.
thing is,
Yeah.
I criticize
I
the
admit
guy.
Griezmann's done in it, but
Yeah, he's
Yes,
doing
I-
2019.
But
by the way.
this is the issue
You don't
that
listen
I
to
have,
him.
and I think Lawless is the same on this. That people keep saying that he's a baller, bro. Nah, bro, he isn't, bro. Like he hasn't generally done nothing. He's been benched in Barcelona. Even see Atletico. Did you see what Atletico's doing right now with him? They're bringing him on because obviously he has a clause in his
For
contract.
30 minutes,
It's a
yeah.
certain,
he scored last
Maybe
minute
there's
winner
a
the
certain-
other day, man.
yeah, it doesn't matter, bro. I've seen fucking every Dyer score last minute minutes.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I know.
Why
um,
you know why they're doing that, Ryan? Because they don't want to pay the 40 million.
This
or
is
50
what I wanted to
million.
get to. Like,
Yeah.
they don't want to pay his release clause that obviously when he plays a certain amount of minutes. I mean, sorry, they have to. There's gonna be triggered. So they're literally playing him as a sub, bringing him on in the 60th minute, and obviously so they're making sure that he's not. They don't have to pay the money for him. He's fucking shit, bro.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
He lost
I
it,
think
bro. Like
shit's a
when he
bit-
went to Barca, like
He's shit,
the
bro.
drop off was crazy.
Generally, what is he actually good at, bro?
So you're saying is that
I'm
João
just
Felix
thinking of
basically, innit?
three
Is that-
bars.
Again, he's looking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Havertz, is that what you're trying to say?
Nah, it make Griezmann nowhere near
he's
the
looking
same
like the
place
French
as
Havertz, man. He's looking like the French Kai. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be real, bro.
Because Jez's criticisms of him is what I ask. Not even Jez's question he's asking about Griezmann is the same thing I ask of Havertz and why I ask of all players.
That's why I said
What do you excel at? And Jez watches more European football than me, so I'm gonna take his word for it. And when I look at Griezmann, when I see him, technically sound player, yes. What else? All this hype, like people will put him in top 5 in the world or top 5 in Europe.
Nah, but you know, he
Difference
wasn't
maker.
top 5 in the world. But you see, like 2015 to 2018 times, like what Seth says, he was very good.
So how long was that?
3-4 years.
So we gotta wait 3-4 years for him to get good.
What?
This is what I'm trying to say. I'm
No,
judging
he's
him
31,
based off
Ryan.
no.
31, man, bro.
But the thing is, bro, I'm judging him based off no, bro. What are you bringing me, like, bro?
No, I know he's not effective anymore, but there's no doubt around that time he was a very good footballer.
Yeah, I agree with you. But again, I'm talking about now, though. Like this one saying, people keep saying
Who? Good night. Who are you
Yes,
speaking of
Black
here?
Diamond. We're talking about Griezmann.
Griezmann.
Okay. What about Griezmann?
So
He
the
dropped
question I asked is because we was talking about the French team, and I was saying how Griezmann will probably start. But if I'm the French manager, I'm not starting him because he has all this hype. And where deliver? People talk about him like he's prime David Silva. Deliver. I actually think he's a good player. But
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a great player. Probably not now. He had his era.
point.
He has
Yes.
been effective and efficient in the past for France. Just like we could use Giroud. Giroud, a very solid player, didn't score a goal in the World Cup, but the level of runs he was making, pulling defenders, making space for Mbappe, very effective and efficient. So to me, yeah, Griezmann was a proper baller. See it in the past tense.
yeah, see,
That's
this is what I'm
about
saying.
that.
Past tense. Like,
Yeah,
and that's
it's
my
about
point.
that.
If we talk in 2014, that's a whole different conversation because he had a lot of hype surrounding him
More
when he was
2015,
at Atletico
I'd
Madrid.
say. More
Yeah, like
2015.
around that era. And it's cool. I wasn't watching La Liga like that.
I
But
was
then when
watching the league.
when I'm hearing all of this
The league
stuff,
was the league.
when I'm
that time.
hearing hype like this, I'm like, okay, deliver. Even the World Cup they won, I don't think he was great.
I thought he was decent in that
We're
World
just
Cup.
doing a
Yeah,
lot
he
of
was
passing,
again.
innit? It was very
You
good
hear the
passing.
word? Wait, before you go, one sec. You hear the word you just said there, Ryan? I thought he was decent.
No, I thought he played well in the World Cup.
I agree. He was decent. He was their worst
Personally,
attacker.
I thought
Mbappe-
France's best player was Pogba in that World Cup.
Pogba was better off in an attacking sense. Mbappe
Yeah, I
was
thought
better in an
Pogba was
attacking
France's
sense, and
best
Giroud was
player.
better in an attacking sense. And they played Matuidi. So out of all of the attacking players, you were the worst.
I forgot about Matuidi, man. Shout out Matuidi.
He was the worst.
But
Yeah, he's
if
Matuidi.
Out
if
of
you
all of the attacking players, he was the worst one. That's
I
what
wouldn't
Giroud, at least Giroud was linking up the play with
Giroud
Mbappe
and
and the
Mbappe
other
were
winger that was on the
both
other
better,
side. I can't
100%.
remember right now. I can't remember who the other winger was at the time. He was.
It was
playing
Matuidi.
alongside.
They played Matuidi.
Matuidi?
Left mid. Yeah, Matuidi. I
No,
remember
I'm
this.
not talking about Matuidi. I'm talking about like it was. I remember.
No, in the
Mbappe-
World Cup, so I'll tell you, it was a flat back four. It was Pogba, Kante,
Yeah,
and then it
Matuidi on
was
the left,
and
wasn't it?
Matuidi on the left, Mbappe on the
Matuidi
right.
on the left. I forgot
Yeah,
about that,
He was
Griezmann from
behind,
in the 10,
Giroud.
and then Giroud. Yeah, but I got that wrong because when I see Matuidi on the left opening game, I cursed out Deschamps. I was like, yo, what is Deschamps doing? And then they won the World Cup. This is why you keep fans far away from football people.
That was
But
the
the thing-
Dembele had the ACL, innit?
I hate Deschamps. You know, I actually hate
Was
Deschamps.
that the season that Dembele had the ACL and he couldn't come
Can't
to
remember.
play? He was because it was the season that
He was on the bench.
he got yeah. So I remember-
Yeah, but yeah, Dembele was there, but he was on
Their
the bench.
options were stacked.
Yeah, man. Shout out N'Golo Kante.
It was around the time. It was around the time when Arsenal fans were hyping up Lacazette, acting like he should have gone in it. It was around them times.
But the thing about it is what fans tend to do is analyze phases of play and analyze how a team lines up. And the thing about it is, especially with France, and as much as I don't like the fact that Deschamps is so pragmatic, is the approach during the game what Griezmann excelled at. You would look at Pogba's position and Griezmann would be in the 10. But in the attacking phase at times, he would actually sit deep, let Pogba go forward, create a diversion run, arrive late in the box, a lot like Donny van de Beek, and causes problems. So
Yeah.
it's phases of play that people tend to. Griezmann has lost a yard of pace. He is no longer as fluid as before. So to sit deep, then interlink and arrive late, he has lost that yard of pace. But because of past performances and nostalgia, definitely Deschamps would start him. I was really hoping that Zidane would have taken over this team before the World
Yeah,
Cup, but
same,
sadly, it's not going to happen.
Diamond, who do you think win the World Cup?
Sure. Everybody in the Caribbean would love Brazil to win the World Cup. Germany has a chance simply because of that guy they call Hansi Flick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's serious. Would you say Holland have a chance?
Negatory. Never.
Is that because of the lips?
Not under Louis. No way.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think Holland win it, but they
Listen, Louis a lot like Jose Mourinho, and I'm a guy who really loves Jose. They have failed to evolve. They have not evolved their level of thinking, style of play, and to cater. They are not adaptive. They are rigid, one way only, whether win, lose, or draw. This is how we're going to play. As compared to Hansi Flick, who's very fluid and adapts to the level of opponent that he faces very well. So Holland may have the personnel. Louis ain't going to win shit with Holland.
Yeah. Hansi Flick is serious, to be fair.
Yeah, he's hardcore.
What about Argentina?
That's more nostalgia. That's more dreams and hopes that
Messi wins it. Yeah.
Messi wins it and solidifies himself next to Maradona, and there's no longer any discussion between him and Ronaldo because they'll use the World Cup as a pivot. I can't, as much as I believe that Maradona was the greatest ever, I can't really support an Argentinian team. You could ask Peter why. So I wouldn't say much on that. It's Jazz on the panel.
Jazz.
Yeah, I'm here.
I just want to make sure my little brother was here. You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just chilling.
All right.
Just eating
Yeah,
something. That's why I'm eating.
yeah, just waiting to hear you cook on it a little bit.
There's nothing to cook me about. There's nothing to cook me
Yeah,
about.
but no, you're the new Sarcasm City Circus clown, so everybody gonna cook you.
No one's gonna cook me if I'm speaking facts.
Ryan is levels above you, so just take your time and we'll move forward. I will stay quiet now.
Nah, I can't lie, but I was listening to the World Cup discussion. I'm kind of like with Gondola. I think Holland is like, I agree with him with Luis Van Gaal as well, but I do think they have, because of the quality, I do think they have the dark horse kind of thing in them to kind of make.
They could reach deep. I believe they could reach deep, but to win it, no. Yeah. And the whole World Cup thing, everybody in Sarcasm City is just waiting to see between Prime and Jazz what is going to happen. That is what I'm looking forward to.
What is Holland's attack, by the way? I know probably
it's Bergwijn,
Memphis, and who else?
Memphis and fuck, my bad.
Because you know he uses workhorse, innit? I know that from time to time he likes to use workhorse.
Yeah, just the thing that he doesn't have a consistent starting. And then with the front three, like it's kind of so it's kind of weird. I don't even the right winger. This could be a
even Gakpo. Would he probably use him?
I can't see Holland being a hard team to score against though. With the likes of Van Dijk, De Ligt.
I think De Ligt is massively overrated.
De Ligt has got like mistaken him.
He's a also fan. I think he's massively overrated.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I like De Ligt.
I like De Ligt too, but I think he's massively overrated.
You know, Chiellini, bro.
I don't think he gets overrated anymore. To be fair, I say maybe a couple of years
because
ago.
people clock he's not as good as people thought he is.
He hasn't at that level yet. That's what you should say, maybe.
No, not even yet. Not really yet. The people that still think the level he's right now, I disagree, bro. I don't think he's a good centre back. No, he's a decent centre back, but I don't think he's a good one.
The thing about it, Jazz, is that a lot of people, and this is where we have to be careful by saying who's great and who's a legend, especially when somebody's young in their career. There are a lot of fellas that have talent. There are also a lot of guys that are system players. Seeing the Lit play for Ajax because of the positional play, and going to Juve where the whole philosophy was different. He couldn't see his way. Is about he's a system player. It's up to him now because he's young to evolve into a centre back that could play within any system, within any philosophy. And that's the difference between people like John Terry, as much as I hate him, Rio, Vidic, regardless of what philosophy or what system you played on the day, they will still excel. And this is what the Lit has to prove. And to an extent, a lot of people have their eyes on Van Dijk in this coming World Cup also.
Oh yeah,
So
we'll
we'll
like his first one.
because Van Dijk under Klopp and Van Dijk under Louis is two different things. And
Go on, Black
hold on.
Diamond. Go on. Yeah,
That's
go
now I just said a vehicle pass here.
I was gonna say
Yeah, after there was a game that
Go.
there was a game that Holland had played recently, and although they won, Van Dijk made certain comments
Yeah, I heard
about
that.
the,
Yeah.
right, and Van Gaal said yes. Van Gaal said yes. Van Dijk is yes, he's a class player, but he will play where I tell him to play, and he will abide by what I say. Was Van Dijk was really saying that Genie was out of position and he should have been done this and done that, and Van Dijk, he was slated for it. Van Gaal actually said, "This is not Liverpool. This is not Klopp. He's dealing with me, and he shall abide." So we're going to see if he could survive in Van Gaal's system, which the press and the counter press is virtually non-existent.
Who is
It's
because
very interesting.
they play a back three, so I do see Van Dijk, De Ligt. Who's the third? Is it Blind?
Is
it Ake?
I
That's
don't
not a
think
bad
it's
three.
Ake.
Yeah,
Is it not Ake?
the guy from Ajax.
Nah,
From Ajax, you guys are kind of buy it as well.
Who? Wait,
Timber. Oh, yeah.
So who's the? Obviously, Malassi is one of the wing backs. Who's the other one? Dumfries.
No, I don't even think. See, the thing is, I don't.
No,
think,
Dumfries just played with it. I think it's.
I don't.
Yeah, go on, Jess.
I don't think Malaysia will start. I think he will be a squad player for them.
Okay.
I think they're gonna play. They're gonna play their own guy that is at Ajax now. He used to be at PSV and only just got back to Ajax.
Timber is open to start. He's earmarking Timber because what caused the controversy? Flawless hit it on the nail there. Van Dijk was saying that he rather play in a back four than a back three.
Yeah.
Right? And what you're doing there is actually questioning
is that what he said? I didn't know.
That's what he said.
Yes, and what you're saying is actually questioning the manager's philosophy. So we will see how he survives in this. It's a totally different system, and we're going to see who is system players and who's really OGs, regardless of what system, if they could survive in. A lot of people going to be exposed.
You know what the crazy part is? I think, I still rate Van Dijk, all jokes aside, I think a back three suits him. Him centrally in a back three makes sense.
I think a back three suits most players, though.
Exactly.
I can't lie, though.
True.
It's great protection.
But I'm saying in particular him because of his attributes and what he has. He's a good organizer, good talker. Have him centrally.
I do think with Verge, it's like
strangely enough, he doesn't share your view, Flawless.
Yeah, maybe, you know what, but that's our preference though, because we all
with
when
Verge,
we play
it's a
football,
weird one with him.
We all have our preferences. Like we've all kicked ball. I bet positions that we play, there's all certain formations. I've said this many a time. I'm a DM. I'm a 6. I hate playing in the pivot by myself. I hate it with a passion. But it is what it is. It's what the manager wants. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because it's more work for me.
And
But go on, Jess.
thing what I was saying. So they're gonna play the own guy as left wing back, and most likely this is gonna be very stinky. But they're most likely gonna play Denzel Dumfries at right wing back.
Oh my god!
Don't like Dumfries.
He's fucking he's terrible. But in the international level, because the game is different and the game is slower, I think it would suit him. And then it's just the midfield is going to be very confusing. Like, it's going to be.
You got Frankie there.
Frankie's definitely going to play 100%.
Will Donny play?
No, Donny's not going to play.
Donny, has he even been called up? Has he been called up?
No, I don't.
Last time
Last time he wasn't called up, but also Because you know,
I think
how
once he
Van
gets fit,
Gaal
he'll
is-
be all right. But go on, Jez.
No, last time he wasn't called up is because I think obviously at Everton he wasn't performing. Vangaal is more of somebody that he gets based on how you perform. I pick you in it, and for me, it depends when Donny Van de Beek comes back and when he's gonna be, because he needs to play and he needs to prove Vangaal that he's gonna get called up. That's why I'm not saying he can't be called up. I'm saying he needs to perform to convince Vangaal to get called up. It's the same thing with Ronaldo, why he dropped him the last time. Even though he was obviously used, but my question is he gonna go with 3 in midfield or with 2 in midfield? That's my question.
What do you think's best? Because they look light in midfield. Like when I'm looking at it here, this is just looking at one of the squads. So it's like you got De Jong, who we mentioned, Cooper Minas, Donny, who we mentioned. Who else? Who else are like the standout guys?
They have Berghuis, who played outside Ajax, but he's a 10.
What about Gravenberch? Can Gravenberch play that?
Yeah, Gravenberch is also gets called up, but is he injured? I'm not sure if he's injured right.
I don't know what's wrong because I didn't see him at all. Oh, was he Jazz? No.
But you know, Flawless, you know what Diamond was saying about the system plays? Like, he is right as well with, like, I do feel like international is where you actually do realize it a lot, because I feel like you've seen it a lot with a few City players, man. Like, I say
Absolutely.
Ruben Diaz is an example.
I agree.
Ruben Diaz is an example because he's protected by the City system. But when he was in Portugal for the Euros, man, he was one of the worst centre-backs there. He was horrible. Kevin De Bruyne, whether people like to admit it or not, he is nowhere near the same player for Belgium that he is for Manchester City.
I mean, at the Euros, he was all right, to be honest. At the Euros, he was okay, to be honest.
Again, no. Hear what you're saying, Ahmed. You're not wrong.
He's nowhere near the same player.
That's not De
he is for
Bruyne.
Belgium.
We don't associate De Bruyne with okay. It's like, right, you're Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, we
Ryan,
got high standards for Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah. Hazard.
Hazard's not a system player. Hazard isn't a system player. He actually has performed for Belgium over the years.
This is exactly the point that Rance was harping on. If you're a world-class player, regardless of what system you put in, even if you're in a shit team, you're always going to shine. People are going to see that you're levels above. And you don't see that with Salah playing with Egypt.
Yep, facts.
This is what he was harping on.
Facts.
You know, because if you take, you could take Polo and put him in whatever team. You could take, I don't want to use Mbappe.
I think even
probably
Thiago.
Mbappe.
I think you could take Thiago, put him in any team.
I don't think.
Even Mane or argue. Mane, if you put Mane in a good team.
Thiago, I'm not sure because I think he does need a position-based team in order to show his best attributes, in my opinion. I'm not sure about Thiago.
I think it's changed because the game's changed. What you're saying, Ryan, is correct. I think what we now have outside of, because the game's always evolving, we do have world-class system players. That's why
Mo Salah is the biggest example of that, in my opinion.
Exactly.
I think I don't know if I've just invented that. I'm sure someone else said it where, but like
no, you are right.
For me. But you have world-class system players because there's certain players who you can put in the greatest system and they're not going to perform. That's why I still give credit, even if you're a world-class system player. I still give you credit because
Mo Salah, whatever people. I ain't Mo Salah's biggest fan, innit?
Yeah, trust me,
but we know Liverpool in that Liverpool system. He has performed to a world-class level in terms of goal scoring over the years.
So you have to give him.
So you have to
flowers.
give him
I won't criticize him for that, but I understand where
the
deficiencies lie, and you take him out of that. It's not a surprise.
He's the biggest example of a system player, Mo Salah.
You know what I would say,
Big up Eddie, man. You said Scuba Steve getting exposed. Love to see.
No, because you know what I don't like is when he goes to Egypt, and we all know he doesn't perform that great for Egypt, innit?
Yeah.
And people are like, but look at the team he's playing with, bro. When he's at AFCON and stuff, he ain't exactly playing against the best players. Let's be honest. Not only is he not playing with the best players, he's not exactly playing against great teams, isn't he? Like, let's be real.
That's why. Yeah, you're right. You're spot on there in terms of the opposition, and that's a prime example.
The opposition aren't great when he's playing,
and that's a prime example of why I always say how important systems are and how you can struggle. That you can have a player who's performed at that level to Salah. That Salah has and performed at the highest level and won the biggest trophies and been competing for the biggest trophies and big finals, and you take him out of that team and play him against worse opposition and he performs worse without the system. This is why I say it's so important. That's why with my club, Manchester United, I give all the players, I'm like, all right, let's see what you do now. There's something being implemented. Look at Scott McTominay. It's a prime example.
But do you
Bailey
know
said it.
Alonso, you know Marcus
Flawless,
Alonso
you
at
know-
Chelsea. Marcus Alonso at Chelsea when he was under Conte, like in the three at the back system, yeah, as a wing back, attacking wise, he is probably one of the best in that
Yeah.
position. I can't lie, right? But when he put Marcus Alonso in a four at the back, he's getting cleared out for days defensively. So
Eddie Wiley, yo.
But flawless.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Go on, Ryan.
It's like
Go on.
with Salah, when you talk about his Egypt performances, you know who you have to give like really big praise for? Gareth Bale. Because Gareth Bale is not a system player. Gareth Bale is in a shit Wales team and has performed consistently year in, year out for them whenever he's played.
Yeah.
In big tournament, the Euros, outstanding for Wales against good teams as well. Like,
But you know what he has before we move on? We're going to get to all the questions as well. Don't worry, man. All the members have got to, I'll get to all your questions. I've started them. Bale has ISO moves. Like he has something, like not that Salah don't have skill, but he's more
no, but
kick and
Bale's
run.
got way more ability. We all know.
Yeah,
that.
like he can, like Bale like is doing overhead kicks and shit. He got more sauce. He's got some ISO moves.
Yeah, of course.
A
That's
lot of
the name of
wingers
the
in
game,
today's
yeah.
game, and this is not a shot. I just kick and run. I was watching the United game against when we was playing Sociedad, and Alanga got the ball, and I said it on the watch along. I'm like, show me something. Like drop the shoulder, a step over, something, and I'm like, you are just a prime example of just. And that's not disrespect when I call people kick and run ballers, but some people are, and like you can be effective with that. But he's a kick and run ringer. He had no ISO moves.
Nothing.
None.
It's like
And the thing with Bale, the thing with Bale is that not only did he have the ice moves, bro, the guy had PNP.
Yeah, he had the PNP with the ISO moves.
PNP on top of it, man.
When you put a PNP with ISO, bro, it's just GG, bro. Like I'm sorry,
It's
but
a wrap.
you're not stopping this. And then you have the IQ and everything. That's why I said that. For me, Bale is probably one of my favorite footballers since watching football. Because bro, it's a shame that the injuries kind of hampered him so much. Where like he's like 31 in the MLS. Because I believe with all the injuries, he can still play to the level. Because again, if his pace is gone, the guy can still do so. Because I remember when he was even at loan for us for 1 year, and he was kind of
he didn't do as bad as what people think.
He wasn't bad in my opinion. Jose just didn't play him, and Jose didn't like him.
I hear that. But Ryan, you're right when you talk about, that's a great point you made about Bale at Wales, where it's like not saying win the tournament, but if you're that good, have an impact. He had an impact. Yeah. Like
I think another example, a not proper non-system player is Hazard, because you look at Chelsea, he played under different managers, Jose Mourinho, Conte, and then Sarri, different systems, balled out in each one, and then even for Belgium. Let's be real. If you've watched Belgium in international tournaments, he has been their best player by a country mile. He's been the one carrying them. He's been their go-to guy, not KDB. I always use the example that
Hazard, he's not even like a proper. Hazard was like, it was like a winger, but basically he would always drift into the center and basically create from there.
Yeah, free rock. He's doing a free
But Ahmed, I always use that. Do you know that France semi-final in the World Cup, which they lost? Hazard actually played very well that game.
He was the one that was more dominant.
I'm telling you, if KDB had showed up that game, Belgium would have won that game.
He was literally the ball dominant guy. They were just giving him the ball, bro, because KDB was hiding, bro.
KDB wasn't good that game. Hazard was it? KDB shows up as well. They win that game. I'm telling you.
But can I say something as well? Like, but do you guys don't think? Yeah, because it's the same. It's the same thing with KDB. What about say Kane? Both of them, I think, are class players. Harry Kane in club level, multiple managers, and has performed in my opinion. Yeah. But for the international level, both stink up the place. I think. I feel like with KDB in the national level, I think because obviously he's a main man, but because he's not their guy, I don't think he's working out.
I got a little phone call there. But speaking about, I just got a phone call there. But speaking about systems and whatnot, if you listen to Pep Guardiola describe Phil Foden, Diaz, and Cancelo, he describes them as pure ballers, like they're born to ball. But what he is impressed with is the intellectual acumen. They are highly technical players and highly technical players with that level of intelligence. He said you need to challenge them. And when you see Diaz now, go and play for Portugal in a pragmatic system where you're restricted, you're not allowed to use your ball technicality or how you see the phases of play, then you're limited. And that is the same thing what happened. England has a great side. They have a jackass as a manager,
But
and
Phil
that's
Foden
the
doesn't
problem.
perform for England as well.
Exactly. They are restricted. And people don't go that deep because people have agendas. Systems and managers can make or break great players. What Cancelo tries to do and what Diaz tries to do, and then you have a man saying, no, sit back, you do not go forward. Normally they would go forward, tuck into the midfield, let the wingers go wide. That's non-existent in Portugal's style of play.
But this is what Donda, that's what I always say before we move on. That Portugal, whatever tell me, I'm not even putting them as dark horses. I don't care about the talent because the managers holding back so many guys in their team. Where I said it at the World Cup early, they hold them. Even Silva, Cancelo, Joe Felix. These guys don't perform for Portugal, bro. They don't perform.
So mad.
What you think Pep would have done with England's team?
I think he was definitely a competition at some point.
With this current crop they have now,
he can win a tournament.
I don't know. England's midfield is a problem.
So the defense is a problem.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong because we've had this debate before in regards to the Premier League and how every Premier League winning side has had at least bare minimum one quality central midfield.
Your Flawless, I need to go now anyway.
Yo, Ryan, bless up, yeah. So each team,
have a blessed week, brother.
Each Premier League side has had one Premier League has had one world class or top quality central midfielder. The international tournaments, to my knowledge, when it comes to World Cups and Euros, maybe minus Greece, it's been pretty much the same. Is there exceptions to the rule? Possibly, but in the last 20 years, let's say 20, I can't think of one. That England midfield is lacking Calvin Phillips, Ward-Prowse, Henderson, Rice, Bellingham.
It's not even necessarily just that. With England, like the past few tournaments, they've done well, a lot like semi-finals, finals, and stuff. But going into those tournaments, maybe I guess you can argue the Euros, but going into those tournaments, the last World Cup, the Nations League, were they really expected to do anything? Like, were they expected to get to the final or semi-final? And I want to see what expectation does. Maybe people can say the last Euros, people thought England's route, because the semi-final and final were both played at Wembley. People thought, if you can get that far, home and fan did, yada, 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 maybe you can debate that. But now, with what they've done in previous tournaments, most of these players are in their prime or going into their best. Southgate, the pressure's on him and these players particularly. Will they turn up when it's now expected? Because the golden generation, it was just expectation of them to do something. And those were much better players. You had Rooney and Gerrard and Lampard, etc. Much better players, and they weren't able to even get close to that line. These players have now gotten to semi-finals. They've gotten to a final and lost. Can they at least get to a semi-final and turn up? I think that expectation weighs on players, and that can make or break. Because
definitely, I think what England have done very, 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 very. I think what England have done very, very, very well is matched expectation. So they beat every team they were supposed to in the Euros, apart from Italy. So getting to the final is an achievement. Should they have beat Italy? Yes, I personally think they should have. And I think if they have a better manager, they win that game. The World Cup, them reaching the semi-finals, that run, they were supposed to do that. Now, could you argue they're better than Croatia? Yeah, but that midfield is tough to get out. When you got Modric, Rakitic, that's just levels. You know what I'm saying? That's Kovacic. Yeah, I forgot Kovacic. So you got two of the three, like Rakitic are great, but in Modric and Kovacic, you got two of the best midfielders in Europe.
Even with the midfields right now, they have with Kovacic, Brozovic, and Modric, you have two world-class players right there, and then you have a really good one.
But the thing is with Flawless, I know for example, you're talking about the last World Cup with Croatia. Yes, in hindsight, we can say England, we beat the teams, or you guys. You beat the teams that you guys should have beaten, whatever, to get there.
Yeah.
But going into the tournament itself, can anybody realistically have said England semi-final, you should be getting there. I don't think that was the expectation.
I think
the answer to that, Prime.
It's all about the draw, Prime. Before you go like that, it's all about the draw. As soon as they finish second in that group, and you see the draw, you go, very similar to your club when you lot won the Champions League. As soon as that draw was made, I said Chelsea should make the final. I said that.
I know, but that's going off. I mean, but that's
go.
going off now in hindsight when things happen. But going into it at that, for example, you can talk about draws and stuff, but like with Brazil, even if they get a tough draw, most people would say, you'd say Brazil should get to the semi-final, right? Regardless of if they're facing whoever. But that's because there's expectation there for Brazil. We know 9 times out of 10 what they should do. With this England team, when there's actual expectation, and I think there will be in this tournament, to get to a semi-final minimum, will they do it? I think that's something that we need to do.
As I was saying before, Prime, you talk about your fan base. I talk about my fan base. We have top Reds, proper Chelsea. They are also top Lions, right?
Yes.
And the delusion is oxygen. Delusion is oxygen. So according to if you look at the English fan base, the top Lions who breathe this delusion of oxygen, they really thought it was coming home, brother. They are not measured, sober-minded people.
But the thing is, though, right? Like, let me ask for
Rory Jennings. Rory Jennings is a top Lion, right?
Oh my God, man said Rory.
Yeah, but like, for example, for example, what would you say for Man United fans done that and flawless? Give me a rough estimate. What percentage would you say are top Reds?
I don't. You know what? That's just a great question. I really can't. Just for argument's sake, we'll say 50%. Even 50%. That's way.
No.
International. 20%. No, I don't even think that. Wait, are you talking overall? I don't think worldwide. That's a strictly Manchester thing.
Yes.
Okay, cool. What percentage?
I'd say 20%. I'd say 20%.
20. Okay, cool. Okay, roughly 20. Now we've got who's Daniel? Oh, that's Daniel. Daniel and Ahmed. What percentage would you say Chelsea fans are proper Chelsea? Like of our global fan base? Would you say the same thing? 20? Would you say 20? Same thing?
I'll say 15%. I'll say that's the same for every team.
15, 20%. Okay, cool. 15, 20%.
I think I got lost there. Yes, no, Prime. Hold on, Prime. What was flawless percentage?
I think I said
flawless said 20.
You believe 20% of our fans are top Reds, flawless?
Worldwide, yes. I think it only exists here.
Nah, and I'll take you up on this. Listen.
Go on.
I believe 75% of our fan base, and if it is we going off of Opta stats, where we allegedly have 500 million fans worldwide.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether we were winning, we were losing, it was Ole at the wheel, back the manager. And that is why Big Steve would have said, which was at this, that these non-English tourists is the one that have Glazers where they are today. I believe 75% of our fan base are passion merchants and are highly literate.
This is where I push back on that in terms of our fan base, like in regards to why that many. Because when I started content creating and Ollie in and Ollie out was at fever pitch, I'd clocked the pattern. I never ever once in all the times I was on streams, so whether I was doing fan calling shows, whether I was on here, whether I was on anybody else's stream, found a fan who was outside of England who was Ollie in. I've noticed that fans outside of England and outside of Manchester, it's like they don't get sucked into the whole media thing that I can get sucked into because we're over here, number one. And two, they'll go that step further to show that they're knowledgeable. So Eddie I'll use as an example. His knowledge of football is incredible. You know what I'm saying? Peter is another one example. Encyclopedia of football. And I think they go that much further to show like, wow, man's not just that stereotypical foreigner who don't know it. But
No,
I
that
get your
I
point.
agree.
It might
That
be
is from
more-
your
it might
that's
be
from
more than
your
20%.
experience,
It may be be
right?
more than 20.
That's from your experience, flawless. But from
Mhm.
watching other content creators
Yeah.
like Flying Pig and Steven Housen, they
Mhm.
actually expose the international community that were backing. So you would yes, you could use Eddie
fair
as a
enough.
reference.
Fair
But
enough.
what Housen and they were doing was showing that tens of millions of people worldwide were backing Oli and why they were right to do it. So it's a level of propaganda.
Mm.
So as much
Yeah,
as from your experience, you would have encountered some Oli outers from their fan base and their subscription, they were Oli inners worldwide. So it's how you look at it. So I deal it with from watching the whole perspective. And as a OG, I really believe the younger generation, a lot of the younger generation, and that is why I'm hard on some, and I give credit where credit is due. A lot of football fans in general, regardless of fan base, are
Mhm.
passion merchants, glory hunters, and lack literacy when coming to football evolution.
Fair dues, fair. But go on, Prime.
I mean,
Get back to what you were saying.
that 75% kind of blew away what the point I was trying to make, I guess. But I was basically saying
use 25, use 20 just for
yeah,
argument's sake. So
what I was saying with what yeah, don't but no, what I was trying to say with England is that like in terms of club fan base, when you have a certain small sector that are the very weird, passionate, die hard, whatever. For England, and I've been seeing that because I've been watching England on an international level for like years. Like a majority of my footballing life, I've been watching England games. And now that I've moved to England for the past 2 years and being in this weird bubble sphere where England have actually been good, quote unquote, because they're reaching these stages, the fact of every England fan switching, going to, is the whole Southgate songs backing England to go far or hoping that England go far, the way people behave in pubs or behaving on the streets, people behaving on social media. Like I think the whole bubble England fans live in, that they expect to be getting to be like when England fans when they got to the final, I was seeing England fans talking about how the likes of Maguire and Shaw and stuff were player of the tournament and dismissing the quality like England possessed. When England got to the semi-final against Croatia, dismissing the possibility that Croatia could maybe beat them.
That's just ignorance, though. I get your point.
I know, but that's the thing.
Let Ahmed go in it. We're gonna
I was gonna add, like we all here remember when Iceland beat England, right? If you know, like 2014, right?
2016, I think. Don't call me on that, though.
That was like a low. Basically, that was like the lowest moment. That was like a very low moment in it. Like these guys were like, "Yeah, all that stuff, right?" And the thing was, the golden generation basically ended. A lot of stuff had happened at that time, and they basically like had no hope for the new generation. And the other thing was, a lot of these golden generation people came out saying, "Oh, the media put too much pressure on us. They were always on us, right?" And so when Southgate came in, they almost the whole thing basically changed, right? And what happened instead was, "Oh, we're just gonna back the team. We don't care what we get." And then luckily, what happened was in the first World Cup, because of like the draw, he's like, "Oh, look, we got a good draw, we might win it." And then again in the Euros, we went to the final, right? So there wasn't like that sort of like thing upon them, but they made it like a fanboy thing, and then the journalists didn't overhype the thing either. They were like overhyped. They're like, "Oh, let's back the boys." Basically, it wasn't like the thing of like they have to win it. Basically,
it was a little bit more like the approach was a little bit more level-headed. And Daniel just said it. And Daniel, you should say this, but Euro 2008 was worse. Like when England didn't qualify, there was that arrogance. But that's again in all fan bases. That's why I'm not gonna say all England fans, because one thing I've noticed again, content creating is not one person, and people mistake it like one person speaks for an entire fan base, and it's like no, that's just that one person's opinion. And this is why in this content creator space you see a lot of fans of the same fan base. That's the biggest issues, is because you can't dismiss it. Like if you're a Chelsea fan, so if I say something like bad about Chelsea that you disagree with, you can instantly just say to me, "Oh, you're a United fan, you're hating." It's anything I say, it can be very valid. But then say if Prime says that to you or Lewis says that to you, that argument's not there because he's a Chelsea fan, and then it goes.
Can I
further.
even
This is
can
why
I
you
even
see
add to
content.
it?
This is why you see the same fans butting heads. It's mad. Yeah, go on, Blood Diamond.
If I could add to it, there was
Yeah.
I wouldn't call name. There was a certain content creator again that had a massive following, and when England qualified for the Euro finals, they were actually, and they have a massive fan base with these people believing this. And the comment they would have made is that Declan Rice is a superior player to Paul Pogba because Declan Rice will die for the badge.
No,
Pogba
Dada,
will
you
die
can't
for the
finish.
badge.
You can't, Dada, you can't finish that until you say who. You can't finish until you say who.
He's
Who said
got
it?
work rate.
You said
Runs
it.
around,
Yeah, man.
beats
He
his
runs
chest.
around, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
but-
hey, Lewis, if Super Tommy Tuchel bought him, man, he probably wouldn't have got sacked, but we move. Go on, Blood Diamond.
No,
That
Don
was-
Dada. We
that
need to know
wasn't
who. No,
necessary.
Don Dada. We need to know who said it. We need to know who said it.
Why are you laughing?
You really need to
funny,
know. You see, the reason why I wouldn't going to call in names is because this person is a known racist. So I wouldn't want to give them credit by calling a name here.
That's fair.
Oh, okay.
You understand? Because they would have also called Pogba a monkey. Good. And when you have 500,000 people following you and you have 2,000-3,000 people on a stream sometimes, and you're spewing this level of bullshit, that's why I say the literacy level of the English fan base is highly questionable. And that is why I give people like Lewis and Flawless and Rants so much credit because they go against the grain to talk what is the truth.
Come on.
Delusion is oxygen. This is what these fuckers breed. Excuse my language.
That's kind
Right? Like today, Lewis, I came on later on your stream, right? And there was this person in the chat talking about a certain panelist looking like he needs to eat a sandwich, that the next panelist losing weight, but he's an Arsenal fan, he probably eating everybody else's food. And immediately, I give that a warning. He called my bully, talking about flexing as a mud, and then he made certain comments. Now, I didn't ban him from the channel. I give him a timeout. Because you can't be dissing my OG Flawless and then making derogatory comments about somebody's race because of bad support. That's madness. And whereas here or wherever, whatever platform I am on, I will speak the truth and I will call out the bullshit. But you guys actually shed literacy, humanity, and common sense to the content creator space. And this is why I appreciate it so much.
Well, man, we appreciate the kind words, man. For real,
Yeah, I
real.
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. And obviously, you always, you know what I'm saying, get Egypts in chats and stuff like that. We just got to keep it stepping. You lot continue to get the likes up as well, man. We're doing our best here in regards to there being no Premier League football. We shouldn't be here talking about the Premier League.
There might not be Liverpool. Liverpool talks about happening, you know.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about that as well. Malcolm says, because we was talking about international football, I'd say Argentina have a chance. Yo, Jez, we'll go to you on this. What's your thoughts when you look at Argentina? I think Jez is there. Yeah, I'm going to look at that squad now. I'll give you your thoughts.
Obviously, like Dada already mentioned, because of what Peter said about what Argentina is all Argentina the country is about.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and make any sort of like I want to see Argentina win it. But based on the team that they have, I don't think they can make it far. Because I don't think like the previous Argentina squads where they are over reliant on Messi. This team is quite balanced in terms of like everybody has a job, everybody you can rely on multiple people, and I think the most obvious thing is the defense. Defense have massively improved over the last 3 years. We have Martinez coming through now, we have Romero coming through now, Montiel as the right back, and then you have Acuna as left back. I think compared to what they used to have, it's a lot better. And you have two dogs in the centre back position right now. 2 dogs, bro. Literally just cleaning up, eating, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. And then you have performers like you have to just Paredes, Giovanni Lo Celso, Rodrigo De Paul. Like you have players who have the ball retention, but also are intelligent. Like Celso was shit for us, very shit. But in Argentina, you would think he's world class. And not even just Argentina, outside of fucking Spurs, everywhere but Spurs, you would think this guy actually a good footballer. So they have a good team, and even the attackers, like Tom Martinez, I think he's a bit overrated, but he's still a good player, in my opinion. Di Maria, yeah, good striker. Actually, that's what I'm saying. He's a good striker. I think he's just a bit overrated, but now Di Maria also he's also really shown his class over the last few years, underappreciated, in my opinion. And then you have obviously have Messi as well. And then you have kids, and then you have youngins like Julian Alvarez come through now as well. Like it's when you really see through the team, and this what they can also provide. It has a lot of youth, but also experience to it as well. So it's not like a very old team. And I don't think one thing I would say as well is the manager doesn't play pragmatic, so he actually allows them to play. So good after chance, yes, but I'm not gonna put the prop out there to win in it because obviously reasons why.
Yeah, fair enough. I understand. That's why I went to you on that, because I was just having a look, obviously, as you started stating what you were saying about Argentina, to see that team and see what was going on and what's what. You know, in the private, Ahmed, you're a joker in the private chat. I see you. Bahir says, what club is more likely on the decline, Chelsea or Liverpool?
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Graham Potter's pot smoking psychedelic.
Alright, we'll go to yeah. Go on, Ahmed. You go in it, and then Lewis, and then last Lewis in it. Oh well, he just dropped off, so we'll go to, you know what I'm saying, we didn't want to hear his shit. So yo, Lewis, thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Graham Potter now in charge. Chat to us.
We'll win the Champions League, same way we always do when we sack our manager mid-season.
Sorry.
So it's a Champions League thing, yeah? Before you go, so Lewis is saying Champions League.
Meanwhile, domestic club will win the Carabao Cup and act like they did something.
Go on, Ahmed. Floor's yours.
I think
I know you're Graham Potter. You're fully behind Graham Potter, right?
I'm going to start with Liverpool first, innit?
All right, you start with Liverpool then, innit? Go on.
I think, listen, why are you talking 1-0, man? Okay, you know it's been 1 week and they still lost 1-0.
Ahmed, leave United alone.
Didn't you lose 1-0 to Saka?
Why is Ahmed so mad at me, man? I don't know what happened. Go on, man. I didn't even say nothing. I didn't even say nothing. All I said was you're fully behind Graham Potter. Why do you think I'm trolling with that? You are fully behind your manager, correct?
Flawless, because everything you say is either you're trolling, you're laughing.
Yeah, man.
It's you.
I'm just happy to be here with it. Even happier now. Ryan's left. Like, yo, can't I just be with my people streaming and that? Like,
no, you can't. No, you can't. No, you cannot. No.
No, everyone don't want to see me happy. This happened. People getting mad at me about, you know what I'm saying, about that. Like, yo, did you hear the message? Forget the messenger. Don't worry about me. What's the message? But clearly,
it's the messenger.
Ahmed's Potter out, clearly, it seems. But go on, carry on.
All right, listen. So I think with Liverpool, the problem with Liverpool is FSG is never going to spend the money that's required to do like a real build in the short term, right? And we've already seen that with like once they missed like Tchouaméni, they didn't even go in for like another target. Like, and the other thing that's weird to me was that apparently they've got like some sort of like verbal yes that they're gonna get Bellingham next season. And the thing is, you probably have like a Chelsea, you need a midfielder. You guys probably need a midfielder, for example. There's like a bunch of other top clubs that might be looking at some. Yeah, like there's a bunch of other clubs that might need like midfielders who can probably pay more than what FSG is willing to pay. So there's that as well. And then it definitely feels like to me, that I don't know what's. Okay, listen.
That's what Ray said in it. So Ray said Liverpool are more likely to decline because Chelsea ain't got nowhere far to decline to. That's Ray. That's not my words. Before you man want to get at me.
Yeah, but it's very interesting that you brought up what I was thinking about.
Because he's
someone remind him who the reigning defending undisputed heavyweight champion is.
But non-Chelsea can say something about this as well.
So
Jesse, I'll give you a talk on it. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so forget who in the chat to their agendas and stuff. Fact is, we deal with facts here. Yeah, Chelsea is in a total rebuild. So a lot of teething problems are expected. I believe Potter will come good. He needs time. Now, then when you look at the Liverpool fans, they almost won the quad. And now they are saying a lot of fans, because are beyond Coppish or what, a lot of fans say now they're in a transition. So from almost winning the quad, how the fuck you end up being in a transition?
Because of the recruitment.
It's not just the recruitment. Michael Edwards is gone. They have Julian Ward, but what I am seeing now, a lot of teams has figured them out. There's no plan B. And if you have a rigid structure that only asthma pump could only probably carry 4 years, you have a rigid structure with an asthma pump and no plan B. Therefore, the philosophy must crack. This is basic common sense, you know. That
I've
applies
always
in
said,
all
yeah.
aspects of life and football. So you're in a rebuild and you're entitled to go through errors and whatnot, regardless of what the agendas people are seeing. United is in a rebuild. Liverpool just in a fucking mess.
But you
It's
know what
about
it is
that.
though, Diamond. He's not gonna take. I've always said, yeah, if Liverpool went to play like a 3-4-3 or something like that, yeah, because right now, like if you look at them formation wise, yeah, they don't have the midfielders to do what they're trying to do. Like the high line thing is not gonna work. But Van Dijk is constantly getting exposed, and like I don't know if it's because he's declining or or he's lost that little bit of pace because of the ACL injury. But he can't really, if you really attack Van Dijk here with pace here, you can basically go buy him. And then you've got Trent. And Trent, like, if we're being honest here, people said, oh, Trent has improved defensively. He's getting, like, some of the stuff that's happening to him should not be happening to you, man, big man, even if you can't defend. Like, the third goal, yeah,
It
the
shouldn't
third
be
goal,
happening to you, big man.
bro, no, I'm being serious, yeah. Like, the third goal, yeah, which the Georgian winger, whose name I can't say, yeah, but nothing did to him.
That's my nigga, bro.
Kavicha, yeah? That's it, thank you.
Yeah.
Kavicha did to him, yeah, was nasty. He didn't even move. He didn't move, you know. Man, it was just like a little cone, like how J5. Like,
Can I say
J5
something
was
small
doing.
on this real quick?
That's what I said to you. Like I've always said, yeah, 3-4-3, play 3 at the back. You can stop.
I'm telling you, bro, they can play a 3-4-3 and they're gonna get worse than they are right now. You know why?
You think?
What makes you say that? Go on, Jez.
I don't think Klopp is comfortable playing that. I think he would have reverted that back in the season where they were had the whole injury issue. He would have.
But now you've got Van Dijk, Matip, Gomez, and Matip.
No, but this is the thing. A 3-back should help you because you see, bro, we playing Eric Dyer and Davies, and we barely concede more than 1 goal. Sometimes we don't even concede goals.
No, but it's. I don't think it's necessary. But it's your not necessarily just the formation. It's the system of the way you play at Spurs. I think with Liverpool,
yes,
Klopp not even change the formation. Klopp realistically just needs to drop that defensive line. It shouldn't be that high up.
But this
he keeps playing that.
But it's the football that he plays, though.
I know. But again, I don't think playing a back 3 will make a difference if you're still playing that high line.
He's not tactically fluid. And as to have seen Remilly is saying something about Chelsea there and about the investment made. And again, I will reiterate, and I am not a Chelsea fan. A club, when she would have been through sanction, new owners, everything, new coach, big investment. That big investment doesn't mean that they have to win a trophy. This big investment is indicative that the whole system and philosophy is going to change. So regardless of the amount of the investment, it is an investment that's supposed to reap long-term rewards, not short-term really. So not because Chelsea spent 300 million, would you expect a Champions League? This is 300 million with a total rebuild and restructuring. So they're going to have problems.
Chelsea need to rebuild. It's not just Chelsea's rebuild is not just on the pitch because you can. I mean, because you can easily get. Well, I say easily. Well, you can get a world-class manager. You can get buying top players and try and do a patch job. But we've seen just in the Premier League in the last decade, like for example, Man United and Arsenal buying, Ronaldo, Ozil, Sanchez, or whatever. Maybe have a year or two of, you get top 4, you win an FA Cup or whatever it is, but it's not sustained success. Chelsea drastically need to rebuild. We need footballing minds in this team or in this club. We need a director of football. Our scouting network in terms of how bringing players into the main team for the manager needs to be improved. We need to bring back a footballing philosophy, an idea, a way of playing. I don't really care what it is. I've got my own preference, obviously, of what I prefer to watch, but I don't really care what it is so long as we have an identity and it's going to get us to win in the long term. Do I think Potter is the guy for the end goal and winning trophies? Probably not. But he's probably a perfect guy to build something with for 2, 3, 4 years. and see, and see what happens from that. What I implore from Chelsea fans is, right, don't get sucked in to negativity from rival fans. And what I think a perfect example to use from this is Man United fans and what they did with Ollie. Wrong manager to back, by the way, but the sentiment in there was correct. Back this manager and Potter, because he isn't the problem in what is here. We've got a squad of players that aren't good enough, and we're kind of a mess right now in terms of how things are running in the background. Like, it's not Potter's fault. When we're gonna have a few bad results this season. I could see us getting a battering in the Champions League, for example. Do not turn on this guy, because it's not his fault. What really do you want him to do?
Considering his inexperience in that competition, we're gonna find out. It is sink or swim time for Graham Potter, and you got certain people like Ahmed. Obviously, you ain't backing him, but we will see how.
Listen, let me just say right now. One second,
go on, Ahmed.
I want to make this clear. I am backing Potter. All right.
So you're fully behind Graham Potter, yeah?
Yes. I am.
No, but flawless. Here's the thing: we don't, as Chelsea fans, we don't care whether or not if a rival backs him or not. So Ahmed, we don't care. Go support Millwall. We don't care. Back him, don't back. We don't care, bro. Ahmed, you know you're a Palace fan. Ahmed, you admitted a bit of for people in the live chat. We have a group chat, yeah. Ahmed, you admitted you're a Crystal Palace fan. So all of this, we don't care. No, we don't care. Don't worry. We'll give you. Don't worry. We're going to give you back Gallagher in January. We'll give you back Gallagher in January. Don't worry. Okay?
Don't worry. That would make sense. Why you're such a Gallagher fan still? Because he did well at Palace.
No. Listen, guys.
Yeah, you're lucky.
I like Gallagher.
Ahmed. You're lucky we didn't take Vieira. We're lucky. You're lucky we didn't take Vieira from you. You know, you're lucky.
Yeah, I'm saying, you sounded like a top eagle. We're just putting it out there.
Top eagle, yeah.
Top eagle.
Prime, no Sam.
Ahmed, you are a Selhurst Park hooligan. We know it. It's fine. Sorry.
Let me explain something to Ahmed. If you're not fully Potter, and again, you go to some common sense. Let me finish that. Let's go to some common sense, right?
Yes.
Let's go to some common sense. We're looking at strategic planning, and strategic planning is long-term planning. Some years ago, Wall Street would have crashed, right? I would have analyzed the market and decided, listen, instead of investing in stocks and bonds and anything that is cash-wise, I would have put my investment in gold, only to get a 35% return on my investment 4 years later. This is the type of investment that Bowley is doing to the club. So anybody who's expecting instant results is totally idiotic, because this philosophy exists in football, in business, in every way of life. But as a Palace fan, I admire you coming here on a consistent basis. Big up.
You know what they're saying? I'm a Palace fan, guys. Yeah, this is for the people that are watching.
Yeah, go on.
I was looking for some random Palace account here. This followed me. Okay, and it's wrong. It's like a big following as well.
We hate Brian.
Ahmed, here's the thing, yeah. And I want to. This question is for everyone else on the panel. Have any other fan bases, fan pages followed you aside from your own club?
Listen,
no.
Fine. That's because
Ahmed, Crystal Palace are a London club. They shouldn't be following you. Whatever, you're a Palace fan. We get it. Don't worry. Don't worry. When we booked you at Selhurst Park,
the stream always ends with Ahmed being cooked. Every stream.
I'm a guy, man. You don't need to allow him. Go on, Jez.
You're allowed to have it, Stan.
Hey, big up my brother, Dan.
Yo, large up Eddie in the chat. Big up Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? All the regulars, Ray, all the new people. Make sure we got over 60 of you lot locked in, which is sick considering it's 10 to 2 in the morning. Hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Whether you're watching live or you're watching this back afterwards, please hit the like button on the video. Share it across all the socials as well, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. We're trying to get to 5K expeditiously. The numbers continue to go up. We continue to grow. I'm saying as a brand, individually, we all continue to grow as well, which is big. So hit that subscribe button, get us to 5K so we can continue to bring you more content, people. The bigger we grow, the more content we can provide. That's what it is. So make sure you do that.
We have men here literally willing to die for the Sarcasm City badge.
Badge, yeah, facts, man.
Yeah.
Passion
We
hype.
dying for the badge.
Wait. So what we call proper citizens? Proper citizens.
Nah. The sarcastic elite, not proper citizens.
The sarcastic elites.
Sarcastic elites, I like that still. That's fine.
Hey, no, because the sarcastic elites, they're probably the ones backing Ryan and Ahmed.
Nah, the sarcastic ultras, then that's what we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sarcastic ultras, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly all that. Can the Chelsea players adapt to the way of Potter's style of play from Tuchel's style? I think so. I think, to me personally, I think Chelsea have enough technically good footballers for Graham Potter to get enough out of those players. When I look at the Chelsea team, I look at the defense, I look at their midfield, I think they have enough in those areas to play Potter ball. Now their attack, the same with the attack, 100%. That's what I would say.
The only thing for me is the midfield, considering the injuries we have and the other cannon fodder in our midfield, that kind of worries me slightly. What?
Yeah.
Cannon fodder. No, I know that sounds like
midfield options. You know what I'm saying? Like cannon
I
fodder.
I didn't want to. Yeah. I'm going to look at the four. If Potter can convince like Ziyech and Pulisic and the likes to kind of
interesting, I think
stay outside, that might help. If Potter can get something from Havertz and Mount, that's going to help. We need to find a way to create chances for like Aubameyang, start scoring goals and stuff. But I think from now to the end of the season, like it'll be all right. It's only on Potter to start getting in his players, and getting rid of these, getting rid of this dead ball. For the short term, it's going to be okay. I just want to see how he does. His first 5 games, I just want to see. That way I can have a bit of an idea what to expect.
And I think in January, I think it's just about like creating enough stability and faster win games until January. So
that's why I keep trying to say from the Potter.
Flawless.
That was my next manager right there. That guy.
Hold that, Jess.
Nah, that was my manager right there. Why did Tommy T get to fucking suck, man? Nah,
listen, stop crying, man. Hold that Conte ball. You're gonna lose Kane to Bayern Munich next season as well. Hold that as well.
What you mean?
Bayern Munich.
He's there as the contract. Bayern Munich.
Yeah, Kane ain't going to Bayern Munich.
Nah, he
I'm
wants to break.
I'm just trying to piss him off because he doesn't like Bayern Munich.
No, what you mean with pissing me off? Because like the thing is, you put no lies there.
Because you're the one that was getting pissed that he's not signed that contract, bro.
I'm not pissed about it. I'm
Ahmed, you're Ahmed.
No, one second. I'm gonna talk now, yeah. Jez had the whole rant.
Wow.
Jez had a whole rant that where he was saying, "Oh, Kane's not signing a new contract. Yeah. Oh, he might be guaranteed, and all that stuff." That's what you were saying, bro.
But hold on, you talking about the rant about content?
Yeah, you said Kane is
Yeah,
not
but
signing
that
a
was
contract.
no. I didn't say that. I said at the time the reason why content is here is because this makes Kane happy about signing a new contract.
Yeah,
I'm not saying. But this is not me saying I'm worried about Kane signing a new contract. I'm not worried. I'm caring about watching. He's still this season, next season. I'm not worried about the contract right now.
Ahmed, here's what you do, yeah? Ahmed, you cause beef for other fan bases and then you pretend like you're a Chelsea fan so we can back you. We're not backing you, brother.
Listen, fine. I don't need your backing. I don't need you. I'm good enough for myself.
It's not, but no Chelsea fans backing you, brother. No one's backing you.
I don't need them.
Go talk to Crystal Palace Fan TV, bro.
Go to Bethany.
I am that good that I believe in myself that I can handle it.
Are you sure?
Hey, Ahmed, if you believe, you can succeed, man. Let's go, man. I'm with that, man. Let's go, man.
Hey, flawless. Ollie and Frank Lampard believe they both got sacked. Let's not do this.
Yeah. No, that's why if you paid attention to what I said, if you believe, you can succeed. I never said you will.
You can.
True.
You have to
believe. You know what I'm saying? You can.
No, I agree with that sentiment.
Big up,
100%,
Super
man. I say, dude is still big in the
What, Fat Frank?
Actual legends, bro.
Why can't I?
I'm not the Chelsea fan that's got the second of Frank Lampard as the Abbey. I'm not the Chelsea fan that's got the second of Lampard as the Abbey in it. So that's all I'm saying.
Fat Frank, yeah.
That's him. That's not me in it. So
that's not you. Hey, Ahmed, in 10 years' time, when Zaha's your manager, you're Zaha out, don't speak to me.
I've
Yeah?
never supported Crystal Palace, bro.
When
Why
you're
are you making out? Why are you making out like I'm a listening to
When you're Zaha out, when you are Zaha out, don't speak to me, bro.
Oh,
He's
my
out.
God.
He's out now.
Well, you know what? We'll switch lanes again. Well, not switch lanes. We'll stick with Chelsea. You lot continue to get your questions questions in as well. Any sporting questions, people, like I say, it can be football, basketball, boxing, whatever sport you want to ask. But obviously, Tuchel released his statement. Lewis, we'll go to you. Thoughts on it? Tuchel basically said he was very sad he was leaving Chelsea and he was devastated by it. And
Was he?
Yeah, that's what he said.
You mean that's one of the saddest statements I've ever read in my life.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was happening.
Talking about
I don't have the quotes in front. You know what? Just for you, Lewis. Just because you're my guy, I'm actually gonna pull up the quotes in it. Give me 1 second.
Oh,
wait, Flawless. I think I know what the quote is.
I want to read the full transcript in it because it is Tommy Tuchel, so we need to give him.
I think part of the quotes was Zaha out. Are you mad? He's playing Gallagher at wing back.
No, he said this is what Tommy T said. Hold on, let me get this. This is what he said. I'm literally right. Boom. Wait. Where is this shit? You lot running bants. You lot are jokers. You know.
Sorry,
how was it me?
No, it's not.
Yeah, he's devastated that his time at Chelsea has come to an end. This is one of the most difficult statements I've ever had to write, and is one in which I hoped I would not need to do for many years. This is a club where I felt right. Is that his actual Twitter account?
Yeah,
I didn't know he had
It was the first time he
Supposedly.
tweeted.
Supposedly.
They need to verify him, man. They doing my guy Tommy T bad. You know what I'm saying? And if you're watching Tommy T, there's a space here for you at Sarcasm City. This is a club.
Wait, who you sack? Wait, who you gonna sack to bring Tommy
I ain't
T?
sacking, man. We got space, man. Squad depth, man. You know what I'm saying? It's pure quality here, man. Position.
Do you know what the worst
position
part
for
is?
places. Yeah, go on, Lewis.
Look at his following on his account.
Is it not good? 1 second, let me.
Sarcasm City.
He follows one person and he follows Chelsea.
Oh, man. Oh,
that's
so
nice,
heartbreaking.
man.
Wait, Ahmed, why are you laughing at Chelsea fans?
That's nice, man. Just Chelsea, like he does, man.
I can't control the way I react to stuff.
Proper Chelsea.
We get Ahmed.
They
We get
did him
your
so
fucking ego,
fucking
man.
dirty, man.
This is a club where I felt at home both professionally and personally. Thank you so much to all the staff, the players, and the supporters for making me feel very welcome from the start. I fucks with that, man.
Except Mount Havertz.
Hey, I mean, why you laughing, bro? I swear you love Havertz.
Listen,
I'm not for Havertz.
No, Ahmed only likes
there's more in
Gallagher.
it. I'm trying to find more. I'm trying to find there's more, man.
listen,
Hold
Mr.
on.
Mr.
Honored
Mr.
to be a
Unknown
part
to
of the
Brighton.
He's
Hey.
honored to be a part of the club's history. What else? Let's see where he said. Yeah, I read that part. Yeah, I'm honored to have been a part of the club's history, and the memories of the last 19 months will always have a special place in my heart. Chelsea are currently 6th in the Premier League after 3 wins, 1 draw, and 2 defeats.
You got 2 assists too.
What?
That was necessary, man.
That
Why
wasn't
are you doing that, bro?
necessary.
Why are you
Doing
doing that?
what?
Necessary, man.
Yo,
Sad
oh,
statement that you're bringing in.
man.
He's just reading.
Flawless, man. You
That's
can't
what's
be
on the
doing
thing.
that,
If I
man.
share the screen, that's what's right underneath it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Sure.
just adding that for context. That's what he. That's
Share screen.
I share the screen in it. I want my apologies in it. Let the apologies be allowed as the disrespect is 1 second.
Literally.
I'm saying you Prime.
Oh,
Yes, you Ahmed as well.
No. Flawless. Did Tuchel tweet that? Did he tweet that?
No. That's underneath on the article.
No, but we don't care about the
Stephen.
article. The
No,
Tuchel tweet
yeah,
that.
but it is. I'm adding context. The reason why I see that, you see, when you do this mediating
we
thing
don't
and this
need
hosting thing,
Flawless.
Prime,
We don't need context. We don't need context.
No. It is, but it's not for you. You don't need context, but the context is for the fans who are listening and the supporters who are watching.
They might
That's
don't
what
know.
it's for. They might not know the situation.
They don't matter.
So that's what it is.
See,
I'm
maybe
saying.
So wait. So should I add in the context of our players are bums? Can I add that in?
Yeah, we can talk. We'll get to that. Don't worry, man. I know you got more to get off your chest. It's cool.
Man said we can get
all
to
the
that.
time.
I know we gonna get to that.
We can't be cussing our players here, Prime, all the time. When
We're gonna get to that.
We need to cuss
I want players. I thought you're person.
Hey, Malcolm. Question for you, Ahmed. Ahmed, did you cry when Tuchel left? Was you upset about it?
No, because I was there when Ancelotti got got a little thing at night. So
Nah, you know what?
Ancelotti
Before you go, Prime, one second,
Ancelotti went in
Surface
Everton, not
said-
Palace.
One of the
I
quotes.
can't lie.
One of the quotes was, "I said I would build a team no one wants to play. Unfortunately, I built a team no one wants to watch." That's Surfer cracking that
Yo,
joke.
Sa-
Before you
Sa-
lot get on me and that.
Nah, you know what? You know what it is,
Definitely
Flawless,
hit
yeah?
that joke.
When
Yeah.
Tuchel got sacked, I was passing through Croydon and someone let off a flare. So that might have been Ahmed, you know. You never know.
I do not go to Croydon. Okay, I've been to
Hey,
Scotland.
but Sellers
Wait,
Park is
Surf
in-
was not with it. He said, "I'm honored to be a part of this club. It'll be hard to get over with my new younger girlfriend and £10 million to live on your small
And
yacht."
Hey.
Tough, man.
Surf has had
Savage,
enough,
man.
you know. Surf
Yeah,
has
he
had
did.
Hey,
enough.
sometimes you need, you know,
Free
a girl to
Tuchel,
help
man.
him. Hey,
Surf has had enough. Big up Chelsea
I-
LG in the chat as well. He's part of the Prime fan club. He says big up Latimus. Yeah, let's
This
go
just
Prime.
proves-
bringing people
this
over.
just proves my point, bro. The moment he lost his woman, his tactics all of a sudden went to the shits, man. I told you, man.
hey,
bro.
Jazz, has that ever happened to you? When you lose your woman and all of a sudden you're fucking up at work?
No.
It
I
can
just
happen.
keep it- I keep-
You know what
I
I'm
keep
saying?
it
Yeah,
moving.
not everyone can work through being like uncomfortable, but it can happen where a breakup can fall. It can take you off your game 100%. Chelsea
You don't
LG
have
says,
big
big
up
up
the
the
dog
late.
for you, though.
You know, yeah. So not everyone has the dog in them, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people are Trent at the back post from. You know what I'm saying? We move. Big up the late night gang and
Yeah, like
good night.
Prime, innit?
Peace out. Prime is on fire, my G. Hey, Chelsea OG,
Big up, my
big
bro.
up for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Much love for supporting, man. I appreciate that. That is another surefire way to make sure your question gets read out in super chat or join the membership, and I will get to it on the Q&As. But Prime, go on. You said you want to talk about your bum ass players. Your words, not mine. For any Chelsea fans, get on to me. Take it away, Prime.
Yeah,
I'm
Brian.
not the Queen.
I didn't say I want to talk. Whatever.
Nah, you said
Actually, you know
bum ass
what?
players. Yeah, go on, man.
Support the players.
You know
as
what?
well.
Let me ask one of you guys because you know you guys have lost legendary managers in the past few years and stuff. Let me ask how you guys what it feels. Ahmed, how did it feel when you lost Roy Hodgson?
I don't know. Like, was that
Hey,
actually
answer the
funny?
question, man.
'Cause it didn't bang.
Answer the question.
Was it? 'Cause it didn't bang. It didn't bang.
Hi, Ahmed. I wouldn't have that personally.
No,
Support-
man. It didn't bang like that, fam. It's
Hey,
alright.
no, man. Support the Rangers. Support the Nigel League.
Listen, man. I don't understand. Like, we all know that I have literally Chelsea kits. Like,
Yeah,
in
we
the
don't.
back
I
of
know
my
you're a
house.
Chelsea fan,
No,
man.
actually,
We've never, Ahmed, we've never seen it, bro. We've never seen it.
Yeah, I never saw you for Chelsea kids.
You might just
Alright.
Yeah, me neither.
fight back, Ahmed. You suffering out there. You like Jorginho on the pivot by himself next to Ruben Loftus. Yeah,
Hey.
Listen, man.
Ahmed,
help
you're
yourself.
suffering, bro. Ahmed, you're like Pogba against Rochdale. You're just hobbling around the place, bro.
That's good.
Man.
That's good. That's a good one.
This is mad.
That's a
This is
good one. No, you stop mentioning that. Gonna give me PTSD. For those that don't know, that's the game I turned on the young people. For those that don't know, there might be new people. That is legit
Actually,
the game I
Pick up
turned
Rochdale,
on the out. Was that game?
Really? Against Rochdale? Is it that
Actually,
bad?
interesting.
What happened?
Daniel,
Did draw 1-1.
What happened? What
Hey,
happened?
tell him
What
just-
happened? Did you
tell him
just
the
ask me
story.
what happened? We were
Tell him
playing
what happened.
Rochdale at home in the Carabao Cup.
flawless. Let
One
me
side.
explain. Let me explain. Let me
Wait,
explain.
because there's
That's
more to
flawless
it.
story,
League
man.
One side, League Two side. They were League One or League Two. We're at
I
home
remember
to
I was
Rochdale
watching as well.
in the Carabao Cup. He played a full strength team. He played.
No, it's not just that.
He played 2 DMs. He
Not
played
just
2
that.
DMs. Go look at the average position map. He
Ninja
played
Pogba.
2 DMs, and one of those DMs was Pogba, who was injured, who was hobbling, walking out of the tunnel.
Was that the Anthony
Bro,
Martial?
I remember because I asked you this about like a year or two ago,
Yeah,
and I watched back the highlights. Yeah, as Pogba was walking out of the tunnel with the rest of he was hobbling. This guy couldn't walk.
ridiculous.
Should have been on crutches. Oh, it was actually Daniel. You're an England fan, yeah?
Yes.
All right, yeah. I mean,
I've sorted
first of
Belgium
all,
this year in the World Cup.
I mean, Daniel. First of all, hold that Euros, Italy. Second of all,
I don't support him anymore until Southgate's out, man. I think
actually, that's what I was going to ask you. What was your Rochdale moment with Southgate?
all of
He's
them
saying
except
basically
to
when
get to the final.
he's asking when you turned. When was it?
Yeah.
Oh, when we lost the final.
Fair enough.
Really, Jorginho? Wow.
Let's-
Okay.
Let's we gonna push it to you.
No, somebody just no. I expected us to win it. That's why. I mean, didn't it? Get that
Yes.
right.
What was your Rochdale moment on Conte?
Literally,
Big up,
every
sorry.
game. Every game.
I said every-
Oh wow, fair.
No, but let's not even say. Let's not even say content. Let's say Pochettino. Ooh, if I speak on this,
You love Poch. So what I say, Poch.
That season
Mauricio
after
Pochettino.
the season after we lost the Champions League final. Oh my days! I say sack this guy because I knew the shit was going to. It's just 7-2 to Bayern, bro. 7-2.
Wow.
We tried Chelsea and Arsenal for getting battered by fucking Bayern. I
Facts.
couldn't believe it. And then the Burnley game, or even that Man United game, but Dele Alli scored that good goal from Arsenal. Yo, that was some stinky football, bro, that day.
Wow. Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
I generally want the push to get the Chelsea job. I don't care what Edna tells me.
Yeah, no, I
You
hear
can
it.
hold that.
Ahmed,
He's gonna come back to the club after Conte.
wait,
Bro,
Ahmed,
I'm leaving the club. Then.
Ahmed, what was your Rochdale moment with Fiera?
This guy's just running bants, yo. This guy's
It's
just
so
running
dead,
bants.
bro. It's a dead joke,
Ahmed,
man.
I wouldn't have that.
Hey, everyone laugh.
You lot get the likes up, man. Likes is way too low. We should have hit 40 likes.
Ahmed, everyone's laughing, so I don't know
We
what you're
should
saying.
we should have hit 40 likes, you lot. I'm saying it's in Chelsea beef. Yo, you lot. Hit 40 likes. You know what I'm saying?
So
Let's
what
hit that like button.
What Chelsea beef every day?
That's the South. No, Florida. That's not Chelsea beef. That's a South London beef, bro.
South London, West London thing.
Because we're actually successful, Jez. That's what we are.
I'm Southwest. I'm Southwest, not even South.
Actually,
like Palace need.
My Rochdale moment with Conte is his second season when we played Man City and we lost. I think we lost 1-0, and he sat 11 men behind the goal.
Hey, Prime, what was your moment with Lampard? Let me ask you that. What was your moment with Lampard?
Was the head of the card.
The particular moment with Lampard.
Yeah.
I remember when we played Man United. Tammy tried to win a battle with Maguire, got outmuscled. United scored from that direct counter attack when we lost 4-0 his first game.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want him in the first place, but like I was like, you know what, he's here. I was like, you know what, he's here. He's top 10 Chelsea's legend minimum. Let me give him a chance. That 4-0 loss, bro.
10, you know.
Ahead of top 2.
You know what I truly knew was
Is he ahead of Mount?
Is he ahead of who?
Is he ahead of Mount?
Hey, Lampard never played in the winning assist in the Champions League finals. That's what I'm saying.
Man, listen, yeah. All I'm saying is, you know what, Leicester. When I was watching the Leicester game,
He only scored in one.
and I was like, it was hurting. It was hurting me already. The Leicester game, I already knew the time was coming that Lampard was going to get sacked. Yeah, but the Leicester game, when we lost.
The Leicester game, that was like 2 games before he got sacked.
I know, but I'm saying, when it truly hit me. Well, it truly hit me though, because at that time I was also at uni, so I was like doing, I was like double thinking at the time. So
Ahmed, what? Or not Ahmed, Flawless.
Nah,
what was
to
your
me, it's when we lost to fucking Man City 3-1. That third goal when the whole team just got done on transition. I was like, yeah, this guy.
Well, for the majority of our fan base, though, is when we lost 3-1 to Arsenal. That was when the majority switched.
I
I was so happy that
reactionary
night.
to switch
I've only
off
ever been
that.
AVB.
I was so happy that night, man. Watching Lewis's stream with a fat split.
Man said he was happy.
You was happy losing to Arsenal. You serious?
Bro, I prayed for a year and a half.
Where is your dignity? Where is your integrity?
Are you sure? You might be Charlton, man. You know what I'm saying? We got Crystal Palace, Charlton, 2 South London boys over there. All right, we see you, man.
No, Flawless. When was your Arsenal moment against what's his name? Louis Van Gaal?
You know what? I can't remember. You know why? Because I stopped watching.
Wow.
I legit stopped watching. Like under Van Gaal, under Mourinho, I think under Oli as well. There was times where, because this is before I was doing this, or this is like before I was on radio and stuff. Yeah, man, stopped watching. I was like, why am I letting these man ruin my weekend? You know what I'm saying? Like every weekend.
Wow.
Sure, man, about come Chelsea. You know, sure.
Wait, Jez, what was? Maybe I shouldn't ask this, but what was your Rochdale moment with Mourinho?
Rochdale moment. Definitely Zagreb. That game right there. How we lose to a team with no manager?
Fair enough.
The manager was in prison and they lost 3-0.
Hey, Ahmed, you support Palace? Don't get involved.
I can't lie, when I heard that they lost 3-0 and the guy was in prison, I was like, that could only be a Tottenham thing.
No, the same man sucked your manager too. Hold that. But to be honest, when Archie scored the hat trick, I was happy as fuck because I wanted Jose out anyway. But
Felix mutual circle. I'm saying go on, carry on.
With Nuno, definitely that game against what's it called? was it such Wolves where we needed a penalty to win it, and it was only 1-0, and it's like, and we were literally
What
top of the table.
didn't Nuno outclass Pep?
I don't give a fuck. The football was shit. Everybody was won.
No, you can't.
Bro, man,
You're meant to
bro,
face City.
go and watch the starting 11, bro. No. Bro, we still had Tanganga at right back. Do you know how shit that is?
But right, we're gonna close out this Q&A, people. We're gonna close this out. I'd even expect this Q&A with no football to be on as long as it has, but it's always good, man. Make sure you go check out Shameless FC on Lewis's channel as well. Obviously, the main man Lewis, he hosts that. Myself's over there, Sam's over there, Babs is over there, Jan's over there. Unfortunately, Ryan's there, but we move people. You get what I'm saying? And so make sure you go check out Shameless FC as well. And it ain't black down worth much more than 50 M's, but we'll start with you, Jez. Anything you want to add before we close out? What do you say?
How much are you at? What do you think? Let
me have a think once everyone's done their outro. But I'm a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm a star player. You build around
me. Ahmed, Palace can't afford him anyway.
Look at this, man. Build around me. Look at me. Like, not only am I a great individual player, I'm a foil for everybody else.
Man said build around me.
100%. I can be a utility man. Everyone thrives here. You don't thrive over here.
Wait. So you're a Milner.
Everybody thrives over here. Who's Milner a great foil for?
You're a Milner. You said
at some point Milner was a good player though.
I said great foil. Like Milner's not a great foil. He's just a hard worker. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I'm a great foil, man. I'm Benzema. I can score 30 a season, or I can make sure everyone else scores. You know what I'm saying?
No, so you're a Kane.
Nah, I'm a Benzema fan. I'm a Benzema. Get it right.
Oh no, you're a Kane. You're a Kane.
I'm a Karim Benzema fan.
You're a Kane. You're a Harry Kane. You're Harold.
To be fair.
You're Harold Flawless. Harold Flawless. You're Kane.
No, but that would mean you're like web host. You're like a web host because that's what web host does.
Anyways, Jez, your time, man. Your time.
Web host.
But I kind of I know they built on the house. Cut the. But now, pick up everyone. Subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow we have the show, the Chelsea.
Yes, we
United and Spurs show. I don't know what the hell we're gonna talk about. Maybe about the game coming up.
We'll figure out.
And yeah, man. Before I let the other next person speak, I'm where can you link your Crystal Palace YouTube account?
Oh my God! Man said Crystal Palace YouTube.
Hold that.
Yo, Crystal Palace.
Anything you want to add, Lewis? Anything you want to add?
World champions, Super Tommy Tuchel, and yeah.
Jobless.
Wait, Lewis, is that you? That's you with the. He didn't die.
Super jumpless Tuchel.
Feels like a death.
Nah, it's not.
No, I'm not soulless like you.
Oh wait, I'm soulless.
Okay. You are.
I'm soulless. Why am I soulless? Because I didn't back that bomb fat Frank. I'm soulless. Cool.
Stop. Yo, what is wrong with this guy, man?
Hey, why you guys shooting him? I don't get it.
It's crazy.
Listen, you support Stuttgart. What are you talking about?
Daniel, anything you want to add?
Go support your championship team, man. Go support your championship team.
Hey, you two, man, relax.
My team go through to Bayern Munich, but you lost in Croatia to Dynamo Zagreb.
You lost 3-0. You lost 3-0.
Nah, I know that ain't Jez talking about Zagreb. You lost 3-0 and their manager was in a jail cell.
I'm a Dortmund fan. What are you talking
about? He's a Dortmund fan. He's on loan to Dortmund this season.
Yeah, really? I thought you were on loan to Dortmund.
Still smoked you 3-0.
He's a glory hunter, man. This is a glory hunter.
No, he's not a glory hunter. You don't support Dortmund.
You're not glory hunter when you support Dortmund.
He's a youth glory hunter, actually. He's a youth glory hunter, actually. That actually makes it simple.
Yeah, sure. All right, yo. Daniel, anything you want to add, fam?
I just want to big up the panel as always. I like being on here. Yeah, Spurs are never going to win a trophy, so shush.
This guy's ridiculous.
Hey, man, we won a Champions League.
Brian, anything you want to add, my G?
You won a Champions League.
Yeah, actually. something I want to say, but I don't know if I can because it's YouTube.
Of course you can. Go on,
But
say it.
actually, I don't even. Stuff that's happened the past few days. Yeah.
Is it football related?
I don't know if you guys have. What?
Is it football related? Is it football
yes
related?
and no. I'm not gonna.
He's found true love.
Oh,
No.
is it? Yo, I love that, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, leave that alone. Leave that alone. Leave that alone.
Leave
that alone. Leave that alone.
Yeah. Go on. Anything else you want to add? Tell us off air, innit? Tell us off air.
No. What I'm trying to say is, Shamrock Rovers fans.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the chant they've come up with.
Nah,
no, it's not going to talk about the Queen.
I'm not gonna say it, bro. I love. I never thought I'd actually say this, but I love Irish people. The chant, man, is elite. But
I love Irish people too.
Charles, you know what?
Lewis, we know
Dublin a couple times. Ireland's lit.
Yes, we know where you do, Lewis.
Ireland is lit.
Damn right.
Yeah, but all you guys that were saying about love and shit, allow it. Cut it out, Flawless, man. Cut this out of the video.
Yeah, it's crap. Nah, we already know your take. We saw jokes. We know you're a faithful black man. You're taking. We know this. Ahmed, anything you want to add?
Listen, like, share, and subscribe. Obviously, follow the Twitch. Give us some free, Twitch primes as well if you'd like. And listen, up the shelves. Potter's Blues. You know what I mean? On Wednesday,
Up the shelves.
Magical Blues.
Potter's psychedelic pot smoking blues.
What's this magical blues? Yeah.
Graham Potter's Avada Kedavra Blues. Let's go, bro.
No. Listen, Graham Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, innit? You know what I mean? That's what it is. Here we go. Listen, and also United lost 1-0, and they need to remember that every single day. Remember that for us.
When United dunk on their heads, you better be here. Your Palace.
Palace is heads out, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to. Flawless is gonna have to wear a little body armor when you dunk on them actually. So
with the way your attack shoots, I got nothing to worry about. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Havertz try hit a target. It's calm. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to worry about Havertz.
See that?
Get it now.
About my where? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna send a video to the group chat soon, bro.
I'm saying Aubameyang turned up and the manager got sacked. Interesting. But as we were saying, people.
I got more trophies than Spurs.
Oh, now it's a low blow in it. There ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun in it. You prick. You know what I'm saying? As we were saying, people. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Share this across all the socials. Subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Don't forget the Twitch as well. Ahmed mentioned it. The links below for the Twitch. That's where the fan calling shows happen. That's where the members editions of the Q&As will go down. That's where all the NBA content, because NBA is back. The NBA panelists is elite as well. We've added to that. I'm saying some great additions to that. So the NBA will be over there as well. So yeah, make sure you get over to the Twitch. Don't forget the membership is in the pinned comment as well. And tonight, I'm going to update the live stream schedule all the way from Monday to Sunday, people. So from Monday to Sunday, you're going to know all the shows that are coming up on the YouTube, all the shows that are coming up on the Twitch as well. Jez already mentioned it today. I was going to say tomorrow. We do have the returning Man United podcast meets the Ballers of the Bridge podcast, meets Talking at Tottenham Talk podcast, which is the Manchester United, Chelsea and Spurs podcast with myself, Peter and Jez, talking all things regarding those clubs. So I'll probably talk the European adventures, what happened previously and what's coming up, and answering any of your questions you have on those three. I think is it just that show on here? Yes.
Don't forget, we're bringing back Agenda FC as well. Agenda FC will be back as well. Not sure what time. You know what? We'll talk to you off air, Ahmed, because you probably got some in it. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do that.
I'm not ruining myself on that one.
And to Paul,
C1v Ahmed on the show.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yeah, I'm right. And to Paul Tierney says that y'all on Twitter, guys. Yes, you can follow my Twitter right there at That's Me Flawless. And then that way you can find all of them on them. Because I've tagged them all in the tweet. So they're all there. You can find Ahmed. You can find Prime. You can find Daniel. You can find Lewis. You can find Jez. Who else was here before? Jan City. Who else? I'm trying to forget. Matt Diamond as well. Ryan was here. But yeah, that's the Twitter right there. That's Me Flawless, and follow Sarcasm City across all the socials. But yeah, Lewis just made a great point. We are going to bring back Agenda FC, 100%. We're bringing back Agenda.
It's going to be fun to watch, isn't it? It's going to be fun to watch.
One more quick favor before you have to show you.
Yeah.
Go to the Sarcasm City group chat. Just share something real quick.
Let me
Don't
see.
share it, bro. Do not share it, bro.
No, I won't share it on here. I won't share it.
We're not cussing out our players. We're not cussing out our players.
I won't share it on the stream. Don't worry about it, man.
It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad.
Oh, is it nothing bad? All right.
Yeah, it's nothing bad.
But you're just trying to buy it.
I don't know what's wrong.
Let's see what's this. Hold up.
She's got like an Aubameyang lookalike. Wow.
Oh, the Obakar lacking. Let me have a look at this while I'm on stream.
Really, Jess.
Oh, geez, yeah. If he has a bad game, it's a wrap, yo. It's a wrap, yo. It's a wrap.
I'm not watching it because
it's a wrap. Well, love to everyone that's locked in. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.